Anyway, where is the music? There we go. Alright, so last time... God, it feels like such a long time ago, and... as I'm saying this, I'm looking at the first page, and I'm not looking forward to it. But, we're up to chapter 19, and it's about Isabell. So, for a brief recap, the previous chapter, Beast and Gaeton... Hang on, I just realized my mic was way too fucking high. Oh, yeah, dem to squeaks. Dem to squeaks, alright. So Beast and Gaeton were, they weren't exactly gaming with each other, but they realized that they make a really good gamer team, and they want to play on the same team, instead of fighting each other in Smash Brothers. So, they've decided to form a tag team group, and head to the next tournament on a 2v2. But unfortunately, it's going to be a 2v1. Because Isabell's got one controller. Anyway, that happened. And while they were, like, broing it out, Isabell was in the room, in the bedroom, or bathroom, or... I don't know what room she was in. She was in the apartment. And, I don't know what she was doing because the book didn't say anything about it until I guess now. But, they were gonna... Okay, I don't know what they were gonna do, but they were gonna do something to her. Probably invite her for some Mario Kart. That's my guess. Anyway, chapter 19, from Isabell's perspective. It feels so good to get ready with a full array of hair products and makeup. Like I'm reclaiming part of myself that I haven't been on speaking terms with for the last 48 hours. I'm not delusional enough to think it will affect the power balance, but it makes me feel steadier all the same. The woman looking back at me in the mirror is still in over her head, but at least she looks good while she drowns. Wow. Is it the lady in the mirror on the wall thing? Clearly it's not Isabell, right? My phone pings as I finish touching up my lipstick. I almost don't want to look at it. Undoubtedly, it's one of my sisters. And neither option sound appealing right now. Cordelia will demand to know where I am so she can retrieve me. She's got the makings of being a good leader as our father, but she's not rational when it comes to the people she loves. It doesn't matter that we need Beast and Gaeton back. She thinks I've sold myself for their loyalty, and my being hurt by that choice is something she can't abide by. Father never would have let it get this far. I close my eyes and concentrate on breathing slowly, until the burning behind my eyelids passes. She's got flaming eyeballs. It doesn't matter what Father would or would not have done. He's gone, and the responsibility that seemed to shoulder with such ease has fallen to us. Cordelia needs her head in the game, and I cannot fail to bring back these men back. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. And I cannot fail in bringing these men back into the fold. Lives depend on it. Easier to focus on that purpose than the conflicted feelings inside me. If the last 2 days have taught me anything, it's that I never stopped loving Gaeton and Beast. Worse in some ways, now that we've forcibly torn down the film of niceness that coated our past relationships, I love them more. Something I didn't think was possible. Suffice to say, it's an inconvenient truth. There is no walking away from this unbloodied. I check my phone before I can procrastinate further. It then goes into a cool texting marathon. I forgot how I did this last time, but Sienna says, check your email and get the answers back to me ASAP. Isabell says, what do you mean? What does ASAP mean? Please respond. She didn't say that. Isabell said, you know algorithms aren't the answer to everything. Oh, it's kind of like that. See, Sienna said, do you have a better option? Isabell said, ... ellipses. Can't think of something. Might as well just write lol. Sienna said, I don't think so. Answer the questions and I'll get the program put together. Oh, that's right. They're having a 20 questions Kind of like Who's Your Dad Simulator. But anyway, I don't exactly have a high horse to stand on for this situation. Her algorithm sounds like a terrible idea, but so does a 2-week LAN party. Sorry, I had to change that one. I open my email and find the shared document she wants me to fill out. I hold my breath and click through. The situations are both what I expect, and not what I expect, but at the same time they're what I expect, but I didn't expect them. Everything from the ability to give a dual... Sorry, hold on. Everything from the ability to select duos in Fortnite, and choosing a team in Mario Kart, to whether or not they leave their laundry in a pile on the floor or put it away immediately. I'm not impressed at her thoroughness despite myself. I glance at the time and perch on the edge of the tub to fill out the answers. It's weirdly nostalgic to type them out. Wait. Should she bring her phone or her laptop? I think it's her phone to the bath. She better be careful with that. If it slips out of her hands and into the tub, she's fucked. That's dangerous. Put in a little zippy bag. Alright. It's weirdly nostalgic to type them out. A reminder of a time when things weren't exactly simpler. But there wasn't a deadline hanging over my head. Answering these questions brings up memories I haven't... Sorry, gotta turn the page. Haven't allowed myself to think of since my respective relationships ended. Like how Beast had a knack for showing up when I least expected it, with a treat or a cup of coffee. Or the one time I came back to my room after a long day dealing with my sisters and found that he'd cleaned it so every surface practically shone. He didn't always use words to tell me how he felt about me, but he spoke through his actions time and time again. And Gaeton, he was always willing to try anything I was into, whether it was listening a book I was reading on audio or to or a book I was reading out loud that was a fanfic, or to a marathon, a show I wanted to try out. We could laugh and giggle and sing in the car like goofs, and I never felt like I had to be cool and collected in order for him to want me. Even when we weren't communicating our deepest needs, it was so good being with him in other ways. I swallow hard. Just answer the questions and move on. I finish quickly enough to send a text letting her know. Sorry, I thought there was more to that. I still don't think an algorithm will help me decide things, but Sienna won't leave it alone. And honestly, it can't hurt. I can't wait for the results to be pick both, because that's what it's going to be. Then there's nothing to do but get dressed. Tink left me 3 dresses to choose from, and I run my hands over one or the other. Unfortunately, this isn't a pick your own adventure book, so we're going to go with the black and deep purple and cherry yellow. Sorry, there were different dresses actually, my bad. Black and a deep purple and a cherry yellow and a ripe red and a ruby tomato. I touched the yellow. Another time, the black is a sorry. I touched the yellow. Another time. The black is a better option. Though, it's something oh my god, fuck me dead.
Though, it's something more in your face sexy than I've ever worn in public. Well, sorry, it's me, Gaeton. I decided to take over reading for a little bit. Seems like Samurai can't get his head in the game.
I carefully put it on. The fabric fits like a second skin, making it impossible to wear anything under it. An asymmetrical cut that is long-sleeved on one side and sleeveless on the other. It's featured 2 cutouts, one a deep diamond between my bunnies, the other a circle right at the curve of my waist that leaves my hip exposed. No, it's not exactly indecent, but it's the kind of dress that makes one think of easy access and gaming. Now, my favorite kind of dresses are the ones you can game in, and this certainly seems like a gamer's dress. The fact that it hits the top of my knees does nothing to combat how I feel like a gamer. I feel more like a gamer than when I was actually a gamer. It's truly spoken like a real gamer. I take another deep breath and shake out my hair, giving a little extra toss for volume. I look like a... I was wondering how I would censor this, but I'm just going to use the word gamer. I look like a gamer. Like the dirty little pog champ I play for these men. I like it. Fucking hell. Beast is waiting for me in the bedroom, dangling a pair of strappy back heels. Oh my god, can I speak, please? Dangling a pair of strappy black heels from his finger. He drinks me in, his gaze going hot and intense. You look good, princess. Thank you. Shit, they finally said something. I clear my sudden dry throat. Strange to feel so affected when I've literally been a gamer with him for more than 2 days. But nothing makes sense when it comes to this situation anymore. I reach for the shoes, but he shakes his head. Sit. I can do it myself. I know, but I want to. I have a bit of a feet fetish. I think you know this by now, Isabell. I need you to sit down and give me those feet. Sorry, that wasn't in the book, but it should have been. Impossible to argue with that. I sit on the edge of the bed. My heart leaps into my throat as he goes down to one knee before me. Beast. Oh, actually, he's doing something different. I have a question, and I want you to answer it honestly. He lifts my foot and slips into the heel first. Sorry, slips into the first heel. His hands have committed more acts of violence than I can begin to guess. Bunny, welcome to the stream. It's going pretty well. I'm sure your day is going fantastic as well. And as an astute to how good my day is going, I'm reading the book, the cursed book that you know, should have remained closed for the past week, but it's open now. You got a cool comment. Is it that you're a gamer? I've heard that people are tossing around the gamer word a lot. You're a gamer. Not to be misconstrued with the use of the word gamer in this book. Oh, what could this comment be? Oh, this is for context. Oh, okay. That is a very cool animatronic, by the way. Very high quality. Assuming it's an animatronic. In the comment. That's a good comment. I like that. That poor sucker. I feel like the person left that comment doesn't know what he's into. But now he's in too deep. That's a fair point. I'm hopefully, by reading this today, I'm hopefully going to try and smash out at least up to... What chapter is this? Hang on. I want to get up to chapter 22 because there isn't much. I want to get a little further than that, but we'll see. We'll see how far I get. Sorry, he was doing something that made her irate. I forgot what that was. His hands have committed more acts of violence than I can begin to guess. He touches me like I'm something priceless. Due to the utmost care, it should irate me. Should be a reminder to how he never let me see the truth of him before. It's different this time. I don't know why. He doesn't speak again until he has my second shoe on because of his innate shoe fetish. And then he pins me with a look. Why didn't you choose one over the other to begin with? A lump forms in my throat. I should go see the doctor about that. It's a question I've been asked a dozen of times, from my father to people who are barely more than strangers. The only two who never actually asked for me are Gaeton and Beast. They are the only ones I owe an answer to. Because I'm selfish. When he just waits, obviously wanting more, I press my lips together. I can't do this. I can't be honest. It's the fucking one thing you gotta do, and you can't fucking, what's the point? Alright. You are both so different. I wanted you because you're this mystery wrapped up in the prettiest package I've ever seen. I wanted Gaeton because he's a giant and brutal. Because he's giant and brutal, and yet he has the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met. Being with you brings out different things in me. My voice wobbles a little bit, but I power through. And I liked that you were both mine. That I was both of yours. The things Gaeton accused me of are the truth of it. Part of me got off on bouncing back and forth between you. Ah, just like a gamer. This was your second? I think that guy, the person that left that comment, may have nutted. There's a small chance that they were typing out their vocal words as they were looking at that. At least they didn't mash the keyboard. They were very deliberate on the A key. Very deliberate. His expression gives me nothing. No condemnation. No condoms. Certainly not forgiveness. There are people who aren't meant for monogamy, Isabell. I'm not sure if he's trying to absolve or condemn me. That's the word. Condemn. Why can't I say the word nation after it? Condemnation. Condemnation. There you go. There's the word. It's still the same. What I should be doing is moving the figures around, because I used to do that for the previous book. But fun fact, none of these characters have ever, well, okay, they've left the room, but then they're back briefly. They're all three of them are together 90% of the time. So I can't change them around. Oh, dude, I got that Gaeton image like over 2 years ago. Like basically pretty much when I first started streaming, and it was just sitting in my folders gathering dust and crumbs and corruptions. But out of all the times in the universe, now I actually get to use it. I'm not changing it. That'll stick forever, because I will never get to use it ever again. Maybe if I read the cinematic universe, maybe if I read the follow-up book, I'll get to hear about Gaeton one more time. Sorry, he's condemning. All right. If you really believe that, you wouldn't be having me choose at the end of this. I hold up a shaking hand. Probably have Parkinson's as well. I really gotta go to the doctor. When he starts to speak, I'm not trying to get out of the choice. I'm just saying that what we had before didn't work. We can't go back to that. No. What we had before didn't work. He rises smoothly to his feet and tugs me off the bed. Actually, he didn't have a foot fetish at all. He just fucking put my shoes on for some reason. Do you trust us to take care of you tonight? I try to smile, but it doesn't feel natural on my face. I thought you wanted to punish me. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. He brushes, strokes a finger. He brushes, strokes a finger down my jaw. Man, I can't take this fucking book seriously. The Disney movie script. I would like to do a what's the word? A very dramatic reading of the movie script. I would like to do that. But if I actually had access to the movie script, I would not change my voice. I would have the same fucking monotone voice for the whole thing. Or maybe I'll just read it all in Gaeton's voice. Or Uwu's, I don't know. But also, here's some good English. He brushes, strokes a finger down my jaw. Now, the problem with this sentence, he brushes, strokes a finger down my jaw is I don't know what word is incorrect. Or if it's missing something. He brushes, strokes a finger down my jaw. Dude, like, it's fine if I know what the punctuation error is, if I know where the problem lies, and I can fix it in my head, then it's fine. But I don't. Katee Roberts has fucked me. I don't know what the fucking fix is for this one. It's like a millennium puzzle. I have to put back the word in the right spot. He brushes, strokes a finger down my jaw. It's not his brushes. Why is he holding brushes? He brushes past and then strokes a finger down my jaw. Like, I don't know. There's more than just one word. There's more than just one autocorrect. There's a whole fucking like couple of words missing from this sentence. Oh my god, I know what it is! I know what it is! Oh my god. I cracked the code. Let me brushes my finger against your jaw. So what it is Katee Roberts forgot to remove one of the words. It makes sense if it's he strokes a finger down my jaw or he brushes a finger down my jaw, but not both. She forgot to get rid of one of the words. I shit you not. She wrote brushes first and was like, that's stupid. And instead of backspacing it, saw that it wasn't there because it was on a different line and then just kept writing and was like, you know, strokes a finger. That makes more sense. And yeah, he strokes a finger down my jaw does make more sense than he brushes a finger down my jaw. Yeah. Can I like get a fucking red pen and just like cross that out? You know, don't read brushes. All right. Don't read brushes. It's incorrect. Minus 10 marks. You're going to be on display, princess. Or are you ready for that? I don't know. I truly don't. Part of me wants to curl up in a ball and being the center of a scene in front of an audience. But the rest of me? I'm like a Lego set. My legs are over there. My skin goes hot and my controller gives a pulse. Like the rumble was left on. Interesting. If it was just me, maybe I would feel different. But it's not just me. I have Beast. I have Gaeton. I have... And if things go... And if things are beyond complicated between us, I still trust them to guide me through. Yes. Good. He leads me out into the main room, where Gaeton is waiting for us.
We have something for you.
Jesus, it's been a while since I heard your voice. Gaeton's the one who opens the large square box for me. The smile he had for Tink is nowhere in evidence now. I want to apologize, but words aren't enough anymore. Maybe they never were. What the... Okay. To distract myself, I look down and go still. The solid black collar is plain enough, but the carefully crafted rose in the center needs no other ornamentation. That's a big word. That's a big word. I'm a big boy. I can read big words. I reach out. I almost thought it said tentacles for a second. Like, what? It cut off after tenta. I'm like, whoa. When did she turn into a Cthulhu demon? I reach out tentatively and brush my strokes against my fingers that against the red petals. They're all jewels, cut into a perfect rendition of my favorite flower.
This tells everyone in the underworld that you're ours.
Gaeton holds perfectly still as if waiting for something.
Well, you take it. Please take it. I can't move. I'm remaining perfectly still.
Yes. I don't have a choice, but that's not why anticipation thrills through my blood. This marks them as mine, as much as it marks me as theirs, and as theirs as mine. I want that marking. I want the world to know that I'm connected to these two men, that I am owned by them. A primitive, uncomfortable feeling, but I refuse to shy away from it. The last couple of days haven't been easy by any means, but the harshness of our the harshness of our words and actions have been a strange sort of balm for my soul. This is that nebulous thing I always craved, but could never define, the element missing from both my relationships with them. Beast takes the box from Gaeton. For that honor. Seeing the delicate collar in his big, meaty, juicy, gamer-sweaty hands does something for me. Ooh. It's all that Dorito dust. I press my lips together and hold perfectly still as he lifts my hair off my neck and... sorry, I thought I said head off my neck. I was like, whoa! It's not Halloween yet! And fastens the collar around my neck. His fingers linger at the nape of my neck for the barest second. Neck.
How tight?
No. Gamers. Mopey, in case you didn't see the gaming earlier, was it on the same page? It was. He strokes a finger down my jaw. Love that. I love that nice sentence. That's a good sentence. Katee Roberts is such a fucking wizard when it comes to these words. She's such a fucking literary genius that instead of using brushes, instead of using strokes, she combined them and used both in the same sentence. He strokes a finger down my jaw. Like, holy shit. I would have never thought to use the two different adjectives in the same fucking sentence. Mind-blowing. Fucking mind-blowing. Anyway, moving on. He steps back, depriving me of his solidness at my back. Can we stop using the same word in the same sentence, please? I close my eyes for a long moment and try to get control of my emotions. I feel like an exposed nerve right now. No matter how close we get, Gaeton keeps holding himself at distance. I don't know if he can ever truly forgive me. I don't know if I can I don't know if I can pick him if if forgiveness isn't on the table, even if it's a forgiveness I don't deserve. I don't know if I'm reading the same book anymore. When I open my eyes, it's to find Beast watching me. I catch him completely unfiltered for an entire hour. Unfiltered for an entire breath. The longing on his face, potent enough to rock me back on my heels. I don't know if he's looking at me, or at Gaeton, or at my back, or at Gaeton, or me at my back, on my heels? Gaeton. What did she just say? I don't know if he's looking at me, or at Gaeton, at my back. Okay, right. Before I can figure out, he locks himself down, his expression carved in ice, just like it always is. Let's go. Did you like that, Isabell? I was doing my impression of Chris Pratt. The trip to the underworld is no less strange this time around, albeit in a different way. What about the car? How did they get there? You can't just say they're there. They missed the elevator scene getting out of the apartment. They missed the fucking, receptionist at the desk leaving the place. They missed the taxi ride or the Uber. I don't know what they'd fucking use in the underworld. They missed the whole, entry scene, and now they're already here. Beast leads us past the beautiful front desk guy. Why does everybody love the front desk guy? Literally everybody in this book, loves the front desk guy. With Gaeton half a step behind me, through the towering door and into the carefully dim lounge. I start to look around, but Gaeton's quiet.
Eyes forward, Isabell.
Jerks my gaze to the center of Beast's back. I promised I'd follow their lead, and this is the barest of an order. I'd be foolish to disobey over something so mundane. We end up in a booth in the middle of the section, with me and the two men. Beast and Gaeton exchange a look, and Beast slips away before Gaeton has a chance to say anything. The big man glares, but remains at my side. I smooth my hands down my... I smooth my hands down the I smooth my hands down the slick fabric of my dress. Sorry, I need to go back to 2nd grade. Have I done something to piss you off in the last 12 hours?
What?
He finally looks at me. Really looks at me. Looks through me. Sees my soul. Does he have X-ray vision? I don't know.
Why would you say that?
I lift my brows. Really, Gaeton? I like how I just guessed that was Gaeton speaking. It could have been either of them. Alright? It could have been either. Can you think of anything you've done that might lead to this me to this conclusion? He flushes the toilet. He flushes a little and leans back, some of the tension bleeding out of his body. I should close that wound with a band-aid.
Well, I suppose, since we demanded honesty from you, offering anything less in return is a poopy thing to do.
I suppose so. I find myself holding my breath. My face turns blue. I breathe, and then I hold my breath again. If we were good at communicating before, maybe we wouldn't have left a trail of trauma behind us to get to this place. If we have any hope at a future, we have to be able to talk. Can you just tell me this? Is there any chance of you forgiving me? Shock widens his eyes a little. Widens his eyes, but only a little.
I've already forgiven you.
No, you haven't. I shake my head. I have baby rage. It's okay that you haven't. I hurt you terribly, but what I need to know is if there's a possibility I can earn your forgiveness. He inhales like Kirby from that one video game we played on the couch a while back. Like he's going to argue with me. But further tension bleeds from his body with his exhale. Somebody please get him a band-aid. He's bleeding everywhere.
Well, I don't know. Well, Beast, what do I say to her in this situation?
We're gonna play some Mario Kart.
Isabell, we're gonna play some Mario Kart.
I'm not ready for Mario Kart.
Well, that's not a problem. Right now, you gotta grab this controller and you gotta get ready to go.
Sorry. If you're wondering, it ended, I don't know. The first, I don't know. I fight for a tentative smile. It's like, man, she's fucking blown my mind with the word tentative today. Word of the day, tentative. A tentative smile, even though his answer feels like a punch in the solar plexus. What? She's out of this world. Thank you for being honest. Wait, who is being honest? He didn't even answer. Gaeton reaches to smooth my hair back from my face, his hand moving as if he can't help himself. I never stopped loving you. Well, I don't think either of us did. It's all tangled up in the other poop. There's a lot of other poop. That's the crux of the matter. Maybe if we'd all been honest the first time around, we'd have a chance. 2 weeks is not enough time to fight for both the future and to be free of the sins of the past. Choosing one of them might very well be a moot point. I didn't know it was spelled like that. Hang on. I hate that I have to have Google open on the side just to make sure that Katee Robert isn't bamboozling me here with these words. Yeah. Moot. With 2 O's. Why is there an option for 3 O's? Oh. Moot has a different meaning. Oh. Now, is Katee Roberts looking at the Urban Dictionary version of moot? or the regular dictionary version of moot. They are very different. Anyway. Sorry. Just prolonging the inevitable crash and burn. I don't know if we can ever find a way. I don't know if we can find a way through. I keep adding words that aren't really there. His gaze trails to where Beast is leaning against the bar, wearing his customary dark jeans and plain t-shirt.
Beast has a plan. I just can't decide if it's a good one or downright disastrous.
I cautiously lean my head against his broad shoulders and nearly whimper with relief when he wraps his arm around me and tucks me in at his side.
What?
I've missed you, I whisper, but the narrator didn't know that, so I actually screamed that at him very loudly. The San Diego thank you. Wait, is that moot? Wait, hang on. Is it? But I don't think I need. I don't think I actually want an answer to that. I think that's just I'm just gonna let you have the San Diego thank you on that one, because there are a couple of don't Urban Dictionary that. Well, now I have to. Hold on. Hold on. Ah. Hey, at least it's not like the Australian Hot Pocket. Trust me, you don't want to know what the Australian Hot Pocket is. Nobody watching at home needs to know what the answer to that is. Please keep the answer to that to yourself. It's not a good Urban Dictionary. Sorry. Oh yeah, there's the whisper. He tenses, but it's almost like he can't hold it. Gaeton pulls me closer and closer and closer until I merge with him. Sorry. And brushes a kiss to my temple. And strokes a kisses to my temples.
I've missed you too.
What was the Alabama one? Was it also Hot Pocket? Maybe. Hang on, what the fuck is the Alabama Hot Pocket? I'll fucking search history after today. It's quite similar. It's quite similar to that. I'm gonna get put on the fucking list. Anyway, I half expect Beast to be irritated that we're cuddling while he's retrieving drinks, but he looks inordinately pleased as he walks back to the booth to find me nearly in Gaeton's lap. He carefully sets the drinks on the table in front of us. Whiskey for him and Gaeton. A gin and tonic for me. Man. No one's out here drinking fruity cocktails? What the fuck am I? Am I a joke? Why does nobody else in the world drink fruity cocktails? He slides into the booth on my other side, and then I'm sandwiched between them. I believe the word is smooshed. Beast starts to speak, but a new group of people walk into the lounge, and he leans back, words unsaid. I see why when the pair of men peel off, leaving two women striding towards the bar. One is white and slight, with short white blonde hair. She's wearing pleated grey trousers that stop at her ankles and show off red bottom heels. Suspenders cling to her narrow shoulders and frame her pristine white blouse. Okay, I may have accidentally briefly looked ahead at the name on who these particular characters are, and I have not read the second description. But for a moment, I want you to think of The Little Mermaid, and I want you to think if either of these descriptions, what I just said and what I'm about to read, are accurate, even remotely accurate, to characters from The Little Mermaid, alright? I don't know what the thank you is, though. I mean, it's a good thing you don't know what the thank you is, Moby. Don't look it up. Already did that for you. Actually, speaking of the Game Grumps, I've noticed recently that they appear to have cracked the code on the algorithm for YouTube, because they went from naming the title for their latest videos, at least going back for the past month or so. It's very confusing for a long-time fan to try to watch something in order from their uploads, because it's not titled correctly. It's not titled, it doesn't have the title of the game in it. However, because of that, all of their videos get more views, because to the average viewer, you can't like funnel which ones lead to which games. But I mean, it works for them. They get more views out of it. But like, man, is it hard to kind of follow what they're uploading lately? But anyway, sorry, yeah. So anyway, she's got white hair, fucking, it's got ankles and shit. All right. The other woman is tall and black. Her long hair is styled in thin dreadlocks that start back to shift to a rich red at the ends, and she's wearing a wrap dress that shows off her generous curves to maximum effect. The women are stunning. They're also two of the most dangerous people in Kavar City, Malone, or Maloney, and Ursa. Note that one of them is Ursa. Ursula. From the fucking, you know, Little Mermaid. I don't know who Maloney is. Maloney. I don't know who I don't know which character that is. But Ursa. And you're telling me that the one who is white and slight, with short white blonde hair, wearing pleated grey trousers that stop at her ankles to show off her red bottom heels, with suspenders that cling to her narrow shoulders, is Ursa? No. I refuse to believe that. You see compilations. Compilations are pretty worthwhile though. But there was like one point where I was like following a game, and then all of a sudden, their upload names have completely changed. They don't even feature the game in the title of the video anymore. So it's not only is it a nightmare for viewers, I can imagine it's also a nightmare for the people who have to put those into playlists at the fucking Game Grumps HQ. Because I've noticed that their playlists have been backlogged by quite a significant margin, because I'm pretty sure nobody fucking knows what game is being played. So hot damn. But I mean, at the same time, it's for the algorithm. It fucking works. Anyway, yeah, Ursa, you know, the quite large lady with the tentacles, the octopus lady, that had like, you know, kind of longish blonde. Can I get a fucking Disney picture of Ursa? Hang on. Oh, this is perfect. God, why do all my fucking folders just, why are they all shit? Alright, this lady. You've probably seen her before, have you not seen the fucking, whatchamacallit, Little Mermaid? Let me read you her description one more time. One is white and slight, with short white blonde hair. She's wearing pleated grey trousers that stop at her ankles and show off her red bottom heels. Suspenders cling to her narrow shoulders and frame her pristine white blouse. Hey, Katee Roberts, you really couldn't fuck this one up. Like, she's already pretty much good to go. Just change the tentacles out for legs and you're done. What? Great.
So good. Now I'm just gonna, I don't know what to think of when I think of the word Ursa.
Ursa's attention lands on us, and she gives a satisfied smile, as if we're right where she expected us to be. She motions for Maloney Baloney to keep heading to the bar and strides to our booth. Her brightly printed dress swishing with each step. She glances at the men and then narrows her attention on me. Uh-oh. Time to experiment. Which one was the... Okay, I need to fucking fix up my Go XLR.
My condolences on the loss of your father.
She almost sounds like she means it. Thank you. The reply is automatic. I forgot to turn that setting off. Ursa's gaze flicks to the collar around my neck.
I didn't realize you were a patron of the underworld.
Neither Beast nor Gaeton seem that inclined to jump in. But it's just as well. At the end of the day, they are generals, and I'm the sister of the new territory leader. I have to be able to stand on my own, or run the risk of telegraphing a weakness that will have sharks circling, or in this case, a middle-aged woman. I mean, it could be sharks, could be, considering they're bordering the Little Mermaid scene. And I'm sure that they own a fucking harbor or something with sharks. Could be sharks. Scenting the blood in the water. Ursa's already at our doorstep. I'm sure it's just a figure of speech as well, but... you know. We can't afford to have anyone else sniffing around. It's a recent development brought along by a mutual interest. I lean back a little bit, satisfied with my answer. Sorry. Letting Beast and Gaeton's strength cushion me on each side. I'm sure you understand.
With those two delicious specimens, no one can blame you.
She finally gives the men her full attention.
It is both of you, isn't it? I would hate to see another situation like before, where you are hauling these boys around by their heartstrings. It's an entertaining spectacle, but hardly sends the message of strength.
Ursa. I draw on every bit of training I've had since growing up, knowing how to wield words as effectively as my men wield weapons. I think our current situation speaks for itself. Her smile widens as I've delighted her by daring to push back.
I suppose we'll see, won't we? Have a good night, Isabell. The underworld has a number of delights to offer. It'd be a shame if you left without partaking.
I couldn't find the right voice for her, but that'll work for now, I guess. I match her smile, feeling more than a little vicious. I wouldn't dream of it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, every time I have to do that, I have to reach my arm over to turn it on and off, and I hate that. So can she please leave and stop talking? She nods at Beast and Gaeton, and then strides to the bar where Maloney Baloney waits, having watched the whole thing. I don't let myself relax. No going back now. There never was, princess. Beast laces strokes or brushes his finger through mine, and lifts our joined hands to press our kisses to my brush's strokes lips. Knuckles. The echidna. Don't worry about performing. Just trust us to take you through it. As if it's that easy. Maybe it is that easy for them. Or is it really that easy? Maybe it could be if it is that easy. Is it? Easy. I glance up at Gaeton, but he's back to shielding me from his thoughts. He's holding Z. Grab him quick, and then toss him off the stage. It's just as well. This isn't the time or place for the conversation we need to have. I don't know when the time and place is, though. Maybe we can schedule it. That way I will know the time and place. I don't have the answers he obviously needs. He doesn't know if he has the forgiveness I crave. We are an unmitigated mess. Beast squeezes my hand. Ready? No, not in the least, and yet part of me is more than happy to nod, to do anything to muffle the thoughts crowding in, threatening to suffocate me.
I'm ready.
Just like the wise SpongeBob once said. Then let's go. It really was hand, by the way. As much as you probably wouldn't believe me, it really was the word hand. Take my word for it. Hot damn, let's do chapter 20. It is a big chapter. Chapter 20 is from, believe it or not, bet you didn't see this coming, Isabell's perspective. Wow. Almost didn't even have to end the previous chapter. Beast moves to let me out of the booth as a familiar looking black woman walks up. I frown. I know I've seen her before, and she's not racist, is she? I know I've seen her before, but it's fuzzy. She's slim with blue hair and is wearing a short white dress that leaves her mile-long legs bare. Her toes are painted bright blue to match her hair and gives me a sunny smile. You probably don't remember me, but I'm Aurora. Hello. I glance at the men, but they both have their expressions locked down, and only I have the key. Was your hair pink before? Or purple? Maybe it was green. Was it yellow? Yeah. She shoots them a look that's both friendly and one of warning. This I recognize. She's another friend who isn't pleased with recent events, but cares from them nonetheless. The room is ready for you, gentlemen. At this, Gaeton cracks a lazy, arrogant smile.
Aurora, don't ice us out. Get it? 'Cause I like making puns? You know you can't stay mad at us for long.
He didn't. He did say ice us out, but, you know. Never caught that before. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Aurora's black. She's the Sleeping Beauty lady, isn't she? No. She's the Seven Dwarfs lady, right? No, that's Snow White. How the fuck did I forget that? No, wait, that is right. Is it? Snow White? Aurora? Ice? Snow? I think that's right. Or is it the Sleeping Beauty lady? It's one of the two. I don't know which one. There's Aurora and then there's like somebody else whose name is escaping me that probably also starts with A. No, she's Sleeping Beauty? Alright, Sleeping Beauty, okay. You know, I wish there was like a Snow... Now that I think about it, I wish there was a Snow White book, because I want to know how the Seven Dwarfs fit into this. Like, is there going to be a polygamy with like the Seven Dwarfs? Because that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Man, fucking Doc ain't gonna be too happy when Grumpy doesn't get what he wants. That remains to be said, she says primally, but she looks like she's fighting a smile. This way, please. One last look at my men, and then I follow her to the door leading deeper into the club. She leads the way through the main room, moving quickly enough that I don't have a chance to see more than a flash of skin, hear the heavy thud of a paddle hitting flesh. Then we're in the hallway. I thought this said highway, and then followed by interspeed, but it's actually interspersed with many doors, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the hallway until she finally opens a normal, deeper looking door. I step inside and look around. Deeper room? She didn't say that. A locker room? Yes. She grins. Who hasn't fantasized about gaming with the quarterback after a football game? You guys play FIFA, right? I managed a smile of my own. Oh, that's guilty as charged. I love FIFA. They also used to store some of the extra stuff. These lockers aren't just for show. She makes a face. A funny face. Stretches her arms out. Just for me. She can inflate herself. Just like a balloon. Though, they smell better than the real thing. I like her. Or do I? I frowned first, but now I'm starting to like her for some reason. I have no doubt in my mind that she's gamed with the men I love. I suspect Tink has too, but I like her. What a weird tangent. You aren't happy with Beast and Gaeton? Aurora looks like she considers whether to play naive, but finally shrugs. I know enough of the details to know that they haven't gotten over you. Just like I know that revenge, gaming with you, or whatever they think they're doing is only going to complicate things further. They should know better than to sin when they're angry. When they're baby raging. But they're ignoring the rules they don't want to deal with. I don't know why I'm compelled to defend them, but I can't help it. They haven't done anything I didn't want them to do. That's because they're not monsters. They're human beings with feelings. Get your shit together. Another shrug. But it doesn't change the fact that I just keep shrugging. Why do I keep shrugging? I might have to go see the doctor about my shruggingness. But it doesn't change the fact that all the strings you three have aren't going to become untangled by gaming together. She spins the lock until it clicks open the locker, and then she shrugs again. They want you to wear this. Keep your heels and the collar. I stare at the scarf of fabric dangling from the hanger. Okay. Jordan, welcome to the stream. This is the story time segment. I've been slacking on reading this book. It's 20 chapters in. It is a book about Beauty and the Beast, written by Katee Robert, apparently New York Times best-selling author, apparently. And it's a fanfic, and I like to censor it for Twitch because Twitch obviously doesn't allow straight fucking on their platform, which makes sense, because I'm not showing it, I'm not listening to it, I'm reading it. All right, I'm in the gray area currently, but yeah, it is a fanfic about Beauty and the Beast and Gaston, which is apparently Gaeton for whatever fucking reason. And Katee Roberts really doesn't like infringing on Disney, which is what I've learned. For example, where is it? The fucking here it is. The title cover of the book. If you bought the expensive version of the book, by the way, thankfully I didn't buy this book. But this is what the cover looks like, and I want you to just have a guess at who you think Beast and Gaeton are by looking at that cover, if you haven't seen it before. Which one to you is the Beast? And let me stop you right there. The one you're thinking about isn't right. It's not the one with the beard. I thought it was the one with the beard as well. Because you're taking the Beast, who's literally fucking, you know, the hair, he's a hairy fucking werewolf, devil, fucking bull, I don't know what the fuck he is actually. But you're taking him and making him a scrawny white guy? Are you joking? And yet you have, like, you know, the fucking Hugh Jackman fucking bearded devil over here be Gaeton. Yeah, he doesn't really have a beard though. He does, like, in the movie, apparently he's got like this fucking little thin chin strap. Alright. But nah, Katee Roberts is like, nah, he's a fucking man. He's a lumberjack. Right, I bet he's got a fucking fucking chest full of hair. Like, yeah, what about the beast? Like, I mean, like, what? That image for Gaeton or Gaston or whatever the fuck you want to call him, is actually from a Disney dating sim, and that image was given to me a long time ago, but I had no use for it until reading this book. And not every Disney character is in that dating sim. That's why the others are just the regular Disney counterparts. But apparently Gaston is a gym coach in that particular Disney dating sim game on iOS, I believe. I don't know what it was called. Whoops. Sorry, there we go. It does have that very anime-esque art style to it. I wish there are other variations of that image. There's only the one sprite, but if there were multiple sprites, damn hell, I would be fucking changing them around constantly. But no, I've been censoring all the bad words out of this book. So ultimately, they're just a bunch of gamers having a LAN party, and they're eating a lot of Doritos and Mountain Dew. But for real context, what's actually happening is there's apparently a gang war going on between a couple of districts, and the Beauty and the Beast district. There's a whole fucking cinematic universe about this, by the way, or literary universe, whatever you want to call it, about the different fairy tales having their own domains, their own like governing zones surrounding, or sorry, in Kavar City, surrounding the underworld. And the underworld is apparently this neutral plane of existence. I shouldn't use that, that's a little too far-fetched. It's this neutral district, like this other zone. God, even trying to recite the plot of this fucking this book is ridiculous. But for some reason, each zone has a bunch of generals, which are the main characters of the movie. I don't know who the other... Like, okay, when it gets to the general part, I don't know what the fuck makes them any different from anybody else, but two of the main outstanding generals from the Beauty and the Beast zone, the Beast and Gaeton, Gaston, have left because they were both in a relationship with Isabell, and Isabell didn't want to choose any of them, and then they fucked them both and hated it, and like, so they left. And now she wanted to get them back because apparently Ursula, or Ursa, is planning an attack on their domain, and they can't defend themselves unless, you know, the plot is really thick, all right, but there's like no plot. There's no fucking plot. And also, like all fanfics, this is filled to the brim with typos and spelling errors. Like, he brushes strokes against the tip of my jaw, or whatever the fuck it was called. I cannot, now that every time Katee Roberts uses the word brushes or the word strokes, I'm gonna have my own fucking stroke. All right, just so you know about that. That's why every time the word brushes has come up in the past, I've just fucking spazzed out and said like strokes and brushes and used multiple plurals and shit, because she loves that, apparently. I think I know what happened when she wrote that too. I think she wrote brushes first because she used brushes before, and apparently loves using the word brushes, and was like, I've used the word brushes too many times, so I have to use the word strokes. All right, let me use it. Let me get a thesaurus out real quick. What's the go with brushes? Strokes? Ah, let me put strokes in instead, and then forgot to backspace fucking brushes. So, all right. Make a map of the world so far. I have been, as much as I'm hating these books, I really want to get the other ones now. There's 6 books in the series. Just to see where this goes. Because I want to know, I want to know what happens. Wait. Oh my god, Queen takes the... Hang on, I know the rest of these books now. So the Sea Witch is obviously referring to Ursula. And then book 6 is Queen Takes the Rose. So I'm assuming the rose refers to Isabell. So Isabell's the damsel in distress. These 3 books can't be about fucking the Beast, can it? That's stupid. there's 6 books, and I've only read book 2, and this is book 4. So I need to get the other ones. I need to see how it all started. All right. I thought book 2, which was the Hades and Hercules one, I thought that's where it started, because that describes the origin of the underworld and what the underworld is and what happens there. Apparently that's not really the start. Apparently there's one before that. Yet they all seem to take place in the underworld. Oh my god. All right, that was a mouthful. Essentially, they're about to have a big gaming session in an E3 during COVID times. So, you know, they're all locked away in different booths. They're all gaming on the new systems, the PS6s, I believe they're called. Sorry, they're in a locker room. Where was I at? Oh yeah, they're both their Game Boys. Sorry. Hang on, I lost my. Oh yeah, they're angry baby raging gamers. Dang. Oh yeah, Aurora hands it to me. You can store your dress here, and someone will retrieve it when you're finished. She turns around. Go ahead and change, and then I'll show you where they want you. On display. Which was italicized for some reason, and also by itself. I don't know what that entails when it comes to their plans tonight. Not knowing has both anticipation and trepidation and many other big words singing throughout my body. No matter what happens, they'll take care of me. The dress turns out to be even more indecent than the one I wore to the club. It also hugs me like a second skin. Everything appears to be a second skin in this book. Barely covering my donkey and stretching up to tie around my neck. The halter top has my bunnies in danger of spilling out with each exhale. It's a black that looks almost like an oil spill against my skin. Okay. That's all I have to say to that, I guess. Alright. Roro turns around and whistles. Damn, girl. You look good. Or, you know, just okay, I guess. She smiles, and there's a whole lot of heat in her dark eyes. If you three ever decide you want to play whiter, I'm totally interested. My skin goes hot, and I know, even without a mirror, that I'm blushing. Maybe. Sorry, there's only one eye. She's beautiful in the way priceless paintings are beautiful, like the Mona Lisa when I draw a mustache on it. I lick my lips. I'd like that. Aurora takes a step toward me, and then gives herself a little shake. You're gonna get me into trouble. She grins, if delighted by the prospect. I'm becoming quite the little brat. Don't have a cow, man. Eat my shorts. Oh, I almost forgot. She leans back into the recliner. I'm sorry, into the locker, giving me a glimpse of the lower curve of her donkey. And just like that, I can fantasize exactly how it would play out if we decided to be wicked. How she'd go to her knees before me and shove up my skirt. How my back would hit the lockers with a rattle at the first swipe of her tongue. How I dig my fingers into her hair and drag it up her body, and Aurora turns to me and hands me a single white card. This is for you. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. I take it with a shaking hand. Wow, she really needs to get that checked out. I never would have considered myself a gaming addict. But I'm standing here fantasizing about a woman I don't even know while the men I love are waiting for me. What's wrong with me? Beast might have made that comment about monogamy in passing, but surely juggling 2 men is enough for me? Question mark? I shouldn't want to be passed around like a party favor and licked and stroked and brushes and gamed until I'm limp and spent with pleasure. Sorry, I just want to take a pause because I want my brain to try and think of a word to replace that fast enough, and it doesn't. It takes me 2 tries to focus on the bold scroll inside the card. And another 2 tries to comprehend. Game with the first person who offers to buy you a drink. I blink and lift my gaze to Aurora. He's not serious. Aurora leans closer, her Mountain Dew bottles pressing against my arm, and reads the card. She whistles. I feel like I just got an unfair advantage in this game. He's not serious, I repeat a second time, and I'm probably going to repeat it one more time. Honey, you know better. Beast probably came out of the womb serious. He sure as HE double hockey sticks, not joking around about the scene. She gives me a concerned look. Unless you don't want to play, you don't have to. Consent is really important. I start to say that I don't want to play, but I can't force a lie past my lips. Isn't that something that came up in the Herc book? Something as in what? Like, game with the first person that buys you a drink? Cause yes. I think it was. No. Well, no. The first person who buys you a drink thing. Not, well, I'm trying to remember and I'm not exactly sure. Because the way they met Hercules was Hades was like, Meg, I want you to fire truck that guy over there, the waiter. And she's like, okay, and then just does it. But I feel like that was brought up before. I don't think it was by this group. I think it was by, and I don't think it was by Hades and Hercules. I think it was by somebody else in the Hercules and Hades book. It wasn't like it might have been it might have been Jasmine or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, the truth is that I do want to play. I really, 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 really do. Can you show me to the room? Her dark eyes flash with glee. I like you, Isabell. I was prepared to hate you just out of solidarity and because you're white, but I should have known that that wouldn't stack. I find myself shocked at what she said, but then moving past that and grinning back at her. To be honest, I'm pretty sure you've hooked up with both of them, so I was prepared to hate you on principle too, and also because of other reasons. Hating past flings out of principle is so overrated. Man, I could really take this for a spin. She loops her arms through mine and tugs me towards the door. It's a good thing. We're enlightened ladies, huh? I suppose it is. She guides me around a corner and then another to a door that looks identical to the one that we just left, to another door that looks like the one we just came in, to another door and then around another corner, to another door again. Pauses with her hand on the doorknob. This may be too honest, but... My blush is back. And then my blush is forward. Tell me. I'm not going to cheat at the game, but I hope I'm very, 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 very good. I'll have you spelling Mountain Dew all over my face later tonight. She gives me a fleeting grin and then pushes the door open and then closes it tightly behind me and locks the door. I make it one step into the room before the scene fully registers. It looks like a hipster bar. One of those hole-in-the-wall places. You know, them glory holes. Why don't just say the word glory hole? Hole in the wall? What do you mean hole in the wall? Places that fill up. Places that make up for the lack of square footage with a whole lot of carefully curated decor. Showing off her likes. 100% Mopey. 100% all of these books is Katee Roberts projecting. She's projecting in every single one of these books. I really hope she doesn't find my streams. There are a handful of tall tables with people. Sorry, with people I don't recognize, standing around them. I do a quick count. 1, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 2.5, 72, 1, 8, 0. There are 7. But the small space seems more like more. Makes them more like... There are 7. But the small space makes it seem like more. At KDR. Do you think that's her handle, Mopey? She goes by KDR on Twitter. Holy shit, I hope she's not on Twitter. Fucking don't at Katee Roberts, please. She has a Facebook. Hang on, I'm gonna quickly skip to the end of the book. Does it also... Yo, this thing came from New South Wales. It's made in-house in Sydney. Wait, is she not gonna feature her Facebook page at the end of the book? Hold on. Oh man, there's a lot of thank you messages. No, here it is, right? Please contact Katee at kateerobert.com. Oh, what's her fucking Facebook page? She mentioned it in the Hercules book. I'm not gonna read the whole paragraph there because I might have just realized something a little monka-esque, but we'll worry about that later. Anyway. Sorry, Enlightened Ladies, she counted like 7 people, like the fucking Count Dracula that she is. Hole in the wall. Aurora walks behind the bar and immediately leans in to speak to the 2 men sitting there, with a careful space between them, you know, for social distancing matters. Watching me in the mirror situated so they can see the entire room, Beast and Gaeton. I hesitate. The Monka S thing? Oh, okay. Well, hang on. I'll just DM you a fucking image of it because it's a whole fucking paragraph. Oh shit, hang on. Fuck. Hang on. I'm having a fucking Monka S time trying to fucking figure this shit out. Alright, there we go. Hold on a second, Mopey. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to update photo editor, please. Jesus Christ. Why would I ever do that? Mopey, you gotta keep this to yourself, alright? No one can know. Especially not the Twitch police that are watching in on every single stream that constantly goes on their platform. I'm sure if nobody reads the book, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. After your test tomorrow, I definitely want to see what your food ideas are, and your reasons for ranking them as well, which is very important. Anyway, I hesitate. The command was clear. Game with the first person to offer you a Mountain Dew drink, or drink a Mountain Dew. Now you're fine. I imagine I'm fine. Like, I imagine I'm fine because of the like how I'm projecting this book. You know, using the word projecting loosely. All right. Because I feel like it's in that gray area. And I feel like if Katee Roberts did know that I was shitting all over her book, oh man, there'd be fucking sirens outside my house taking away Katee Roberts to the insane asylum. But anyway, sorry. Also, I like that it uses the word review purposes on there. I don't think a single fucking person in their right mind reviewed this book. I don't think anybody did. Anyway. Oh yeah, game with the first person gives you a fucking bottle of Mountain Dew. I might laugh if I could find the breath of the Wild copy in my Switch. Trust them to orchestrate the acting out of one of my fantasies in a way that's entirely within their control. Are they really going to have me game with somebody else here? Why? There's no TV. There's no controllers. What are we gonna play? I don't know. And because I don't know, my next step is cautious. I stumble, I fall, I trip. There's a hill that came out of nowhere. I'm suddenly rolling at Mach speed. I can't decide if I'm relieved or not that I don't recognize anyone. Why was there no comma there? I can't decide if I'm relieved or not that I don't know anyone else in this room. It lends a certain kind of freedom that gives me a little more confidence. I can do this. I asked for this. I wanted this, though I couldn't have dreamed at the time that they'd bring it to life.
I haven't seen you in here before.
It takes a second. It takes everything I have not to startle, but I startle anyway, jumping out of my shoes. A lean, white man, specifically white, turns and gives me a long look from my feet up to my face. He's attractive in that ruffishly handsome sort of way. Dark hair, a little too long. What do you mean a little too? Square jaw, at the kind of face that will tempt a partner to a night of inhibitions. Big words. Only to find themselves walking alone the next morning. He grins, the effect dazzling.
I definitely remember you.
I tuck a strand of hair from behind my ear and then curse myself for the nervous gesture. I place a hex on my first of kin. Then I stop, mid-chant of the hex, the curse that I was placing upon myself. Why shouldn't I be a little nervous? This is playing a different kind of role. Even if Beast and Gaeton have this planned down to the tiniest detail. If we were in a real bar, then I'd be solidified. But if we were in a real bar, I'd be just as nervous and turned on as I am right now, like a light switch. I could game with anyone I choose. I could game anyone. I could beat anyone in arm wrestling. I have to. They ordered me to, because I have no interest in using my safe word. I like adding fucking indentations to certain words that aren't like, you know, in quotation marks or anything, but just add a little bit of spice, some flavor enhancers to the words, you know. Fucking completely changes the sentence in every way possible, but you know, it's fine. I want this. I'm gonna stop doing that now. I'm allowed to have it. The thought makes me a little lightheaded. Sorry, I'm getting carried away.
Sorry,
that's not right. I'm Isabell.
Isabell?
He says my name with gusto, like he's sifting through the way a person does with fine wine, detecting the... Oh, he didn't do that at all, actually. The narrator didn't know a single thing that he was doing. Detecting the notes beneath the surface of the flavor, he offers his hand.
I'm Alaric. You can call me Al or Rick, but not Alaric.
I like doing that, Mopey. Especially if somebody's listening to this with, you know, no context that I'm doing it at all. Now the joke's ruined, by the way. But, just having that, like, Nice to meet you. Or like, he gives my hand a little tug, pulling me a step closer. Even with my heels, he has a few inches on me, putting him just over 6 foot. Aladdin? No. No, he's white. Moby, they specifically said he's white. All right. No way. No. No way. No way. Okay, all right. You got a point, Moby. You got a point. God damn it. Fucking. I just think Katee Robert is trying to distance herself so fucking far from Disney in every possible way. Like, if you think I'm infringing on Katee Roberts, I think Katee Roberts is infringing on Mickey Mouse himself. I've not been accurate to Disney lore. Like, you know what blows my mind though, Moby? Throwing back to the cover of the book. Why in the piss does Isabell look exactly like she does from the Disney version? Yet fucking everybody else doesn't. And what sucks about that too is Hercules from the previous one, Hercules and Meg were pretty close. Like, they were pretty close. All right, you got like this chiseled Greek god fucking Hercules who weightlifts at least 10 buns a day, with Meg, who also looks like she does in the movie, you know, realisticified. But then you got like fucking Beast and Gaeton and Gaston and like fucking Aladdin and like Aurora and shit, and there's just like fucking, what are they doing, man? Like, why? I don't know if she's pushing it, or maybe she already has these descriptions set in stone. Like, maybe that first book where she didn't know she could get away with it, she already did like Aladdin's description and stuff and was like, I want to make him white because, you know, I'm racist. But you know, it might have been also a little on the nose if, yeah, he was a brown man, and you know, he had dark hair and like dark black hair and shit, and he rode on a fucking magic rug, and, you know, had a lamp with him as well, and fucking a genie popped out, and the genie was fucking Robin Williams. That'd be fucking wild, wouldn't it? Anyway. Sorry, who the fuck was Alric? Oh yeah. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, his hand gives a little tug. Yeah. Putting him just over 6 foot.
I think those guys at the bar were looking for you. But when you're done with them, you should come chat with me.
He winks. You know, like you do. How does this man walk down the street without people throwing their USB charging cords at him? I don't know if they'd like that. Alric raises his eyebrows.
Sounds like you might enjoy. How much they wouldn't like that.
There it is again, the compulsion rising beneath my skin. I want to be wicked. Get it? Because that's the title of the series, The Wicked Villains. I give myself a moment to imagine if Beast and Gaeton's command was different. If they ordered me to seduce every single person in this room, would I start by taking Alric's hand and slipping it beneath my bowl of Doritos? His grin goes white hot.
You're nothing but trouble, huh?
You have no idea. I run my finger down the center of his chest. He's wearing a pair of slacks and a graphic t-shirt with a superhero on it. I think it's Iron Man. The combination is strangely charming to me. What if I asked him to buy me a drink? Follow the rules. I give him a small smile. Maybe I'll see you later.
You can count on it, Beauty. Get it? Because you're the Beauty and the Beauty and the Beast? Or maybe the Beauty is the Beast all along. Maybe the Beauty is inside the Beast.
He laughs as he runs away, willingly throwing his arms into the air. I chase after him, but I'm too frail to catch him. I trip, fall over my short dress again. Sorry. I feel his eyes on me as I pick my way through the remaining tables and sidle up to the bar between Beast and Gaeton. Now, in case you don't know what sidling is, it is a real thing that Link from The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker does. Whenever you get close to a wall, you can hold the A button to sidle. I catch Aurora's eye and lean down enough that my Mountain Dew bottles are in danger of popping out of my cooler bag. What's good here? Aurora licks her lips and then likes the taste of them, so she takes a bite out of them. Her gaze glued to my cooler bag. We have a whole last. I glance at Gaeton. What do you recommend? He turns to me. There isn't much space, not with Beast at my back, so I end up nearly pressing against his... Well, I've already used the word once. His cooler bag. Her gaze? I like how that can be taken many ways. many ways. Because, I mean, I'm sure while Isabell is having her fun gaming with whoever buys her a bottle of Mountain Dew, fucking her two best buds are probably gonna go play fucking Fortnite together. So I can't wait for that to happen. Anyway, no, her gaze, Mopey, her eyeballs looking at a certain direction, her ocular visionaries, her stare, her glare, her leer, her what other Pokemon moves can I use? Her mean look. You know, that kind of stuff. Anyway. Oh yeah, at my cooler bag. So I end up nearly pressed against his cooler bag. He leers at my Mountain Dew bottles.
Nice cooler bag you have there.
Thanks. I tug at the hem, arcing my back a little. The caps of my Mountain Dew bottles are stiff points against the thin cooler bag fabric. You don't think it's too much for a place like this?
Nah.
He leans down a little, backing me up closer to Beast.
You're wearing it to send your bed a message.
Her queer. Her gaze. Her queer. What else does she have up her sleeve? Get out. My god. My god. That was something good too. You could do both, Moby. You could do both. You could do slide 2 and some food tier lists. You know, throw out some food facts. Some fun food facts as you're playing slide 2. Hopefully the meat food tier list does not have raccoon on it. Otherwise that would be quite dangerous when you're playing slide 2. And also turtle and other subsequent creatures that are in slide 2. Like bear. Do people eat bear? Probably. People eat anything. Anyway, maybe a little. Just like that, I settle into this almost me role I'm playing. I look up into his eyes and smile savorily. Now, I did a little pun there. It says sweetly, but, you know, if sweets and savories go together, then I would like to say the word savory. Can I be perfectly honest?
Always. When can you never be honest, except for every literal fucking time in this...
I press my hands to his big cooler bag and go up onto my toes. It makes me wobble a little bit, so much so that I actually fall over onto the floor. Everybody points and laughs. I struggle to get back onto my feet, but then my Mountain Dew bottles are rolling across the floor and no one's there to help catch them. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. Bear is eaten, yes. But the bear eats the salmon. But we eat the salmon. Why eat the bear? Who's gonna eat us? I guess we eat us. The circle of life. Although it's not really much of a circle, it is a line. A straight line. Anyway, I press my... sorry, what was it? Oh yeah, the Mountain Dew bottles. And he catches my hips. His pinky fingers dipping down to the bare skin of my chicken thighs. I tug his shirt until he lowers his head so I can whisper in his ear. And now that the narrator knows that I'm using the word whisper, it's going to be nice and quiet. I want to be wicked.
Is that...
Sorry.
Oh, you're talking to me? I'm over here, I heard that. You didn't whisper at all.
Sorry.
That's so.
His voice lowers.
As your controller, needing extra hands, my little pog champ.
You know, props to Katee Roberts for not using the word fuck every like millisecond in this section of the book. Just want to say, oh my god, the next page. She wants to be in a musical. Absolutely. She's ready to be wicked. You know, as Jim Carrey once said. There's a deeper game, a deeper role-playing going on here, a deeper JRPG, and it thrills that I'm so out of my element. Also, speaking of RPG and JRPG, throwing a throwback to the question from yesterday, of what defines an RPG. If you were to play Sea of Thieves or Assassin's Creed Black Flag, let's use Sea of Thieves because that's a very like role-playing game. Would you consider that an RPG? You know, because the pirates, you know, it's an RPG. How many role-playing pirate games out there can you be how many RPGs out there can you be a pirate in? How many RPGs are really like, you know, no, Mo, because it's spelled RRPG, you know, RPGs. If you can get JRPGs, all right, that's the other thing I was going to mention. Like, what defines a JRPG? Because is a JRPG a game that has to originate from Japan? Does it have to have anime characters or characters in the art style of an animation in Japan? Or does it have to have like mathematical stats and calculations that you wouldn't normally find in other role-playing games of its kind? Like, where does the JRPG stand and the RPG stand? How far away can you break away from RPG and JRPG to still have a game considered an RPG? Because at the end of the day, it's just a role-playing game. Like, you could play any role in any video game, and it's an RPG. I could play fucking Stardew Valley, and that's an RPG, because I'm a farmer, you know? A far PG. Farming RPG. Harvestella. Holy shit, there are so many farming RPGs coming this year. Oh boy. Farm PG. That's basically what the Nintendo Direct was earlier. A farm PG. All them far PGs. All them cool games coming out. Had like 5 farm PGs. It did. I think out of all of them, I don't want to say I'm getting all of them, but I think Harvestella is probably the only one that was actually interesting to me. But at the same time, I have Rune Factory and Rune Factory 5. Sorry, I forgot to add 4 to the previous one. I have Rune Factory 4 and Rune Factory 5. It feels like it's the same shit, but more like... It puts the J in the FRAMJRPG. Sorry. This new one for farm PGs. It did, absolutely did. And you wanna know why? Because Harvest Moon did fuck all. If you play one Harvest Moon game, I swear to God, you played them all. Alright. The fact that Stardew Valley was a twist on its head, it had the same formula as Harvest Moon, but it was more in the player's hands, with customizable characters and like a whole cast of different counts, same-sex marriage as well, all these like amazing, unique changes branched it out from Harvest Moon, and the game became fucking like as big as Among Us, essentially. Well, actually Among Us is a little bit bigger now. Game came out 8 years ago. It did, and I fucking own it on every platform. Don't ask me why. But I apparently I bought it on every platform for some fucking reason. Anyway, it's a good game though. Definitely a good game. Unfortunately, I don't think any other game is gonna fucking have as big as a farm hit as Stardew Valley, unless there's a Stardew Valley 2, which there is. It's like a chocolate cake factory or some shit run by ghosts. Oh no, Jordan. The Mungius is still fucking huge. It's bulbous. Alright, Among Us is still out of this world. Quite literally, because you're in fucking space. Anyway, but no, Among Us, I don't think it will ever die. I think Among Us is in the same realm as Fortnite now, where it's just too big. It's just... It's beyond words. Looking at one article. Single player, turn-based, party-based, with heavy story, dialogue without consequences, and design are mainly what makes an JRPG. I might be an outlier, true. Dialogue without consequences, I feel like it doesn't classify. Because, I mean, then is Pokemon a JRPG? I mean, I guess. But you could throw, like, anything under the dialogue without choices line. Alright, well... I see your point. Well, then couldn't you throw... Moby... Couldn't you throw the Walking Dead series, like, in the JRPG realm? Well, I don't know if it's turn-based, though. It's definitely not turn-based. Shit. Unless it's a turn-based fucking Telltale game out there. You never played the fucking... No, but you never played the Walking Dead series? My god. It's a point-and-click adventure, yeah. But I like having the dialogue options where they don't like you as much. Or they will remember that, and then they fucking don't remember that. Or, you know, this character will take this to heart, and then maybe you'll get one extra line of dialogue if you were a good boy and ate all your fucking chalky milk. But, no. I never finished the second season. Oh no, it went really good. I forgot what happened. I was trying to think, because I think I'm getting confused with the third game. I know there were 3 main series games about the Clementine arc. Oh yeah, that's because fucking AJ was a cunt. That's right, I remember that now. Playing Telltale style game. My god, Mopey. There were some good ones though. The Wolf Among Us. Oof. That aged poorly, didn't it? The Wolf Among Us was a pretty good one. It was also a nice, it's one story. You don't have to fucking wait for like multiple parts. It's just one and you're done. There's no branch from it. I think people wanted a Wolf Among Us too, but they never made it. Yeah, that's a gray area, Jordan, because I don't think it's based on a fairy tale, but I don't think anybody owns fairy tales. I think because you can fucking do anything you want with like the Three Little Pigs. Like, well, actually, hang on. The Wolf Among Us was like every fucking fairy tale in one. I don't think anybody can copyright a fairy tale. I think that's impossible. Which I don't know why Katee Roberts just doesn't fucking write about the Three Little Pigs and the, you know, the Big Musketeers and whatnot. Or Humpty Dumpty. Should put Humpty fucking Dumpty in this book. But, like 3 Pinocchio movies. There's apparently one still coming out on Netflix, I think later this month, or if it's already out, I'm not sure. And hilariously enough, the Pinocchio movie by Disney sucked the most shit. Like, it was the worst movie I've ever seen in recent years. Like, holy fuck. Yet the one by Netflix is probably gonna fucking be an award-winning movie. I can't believe they fucking did that. Although Disney's doing that with like all of their IPs. They're remaking it for the new generation, which is stupid. Because I think people had there's a lot of mixed opinions on The Lion King, and man, I feel like The Lion King shouldn't have been just a straight rip remake. It should have been its own thing. I think that's why The Jungle Book did so well. The Jungle Book remake. I forgot what it was called. I think it was just called Mowgli or something. I forget. But it was good because it didn't follow the fucking book. That's true, Jordan. That's true. They'll never reanimate them either. They'll never give like... They'll never pay an animator enough money to redo those movies in higher quality. Old VHS movies. I still have The Lion King on VHS. I don't have a VHS player. Oh, well, I guess I don't, but my parents do. But, I got it. Probably never watch it again. I don't know if the fucking movie works. But, it's there. And Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Hell yeah, that was a good movie. But hot damn, I wish they wouldn't fucking remake these movies. Filtered with VHS. Hell yeah, Jordan. Hell yeah. Speaking of retro consoles, I need to get my hands on a real GameCube if I didn't have to spend $4 billion on it. I did have a Super Nintendo in my possession at one point, but gave that to another friend a while back. Give me things. I do have an N64, although none of my original N64 games work. So I had to fucking get some cool and legitimately made cartridges on eBay. Like, fuck yeah. Some totally real ROMs that are just not plastered onto cartridges to work on an N64. Definitely not. Definitely real. So I have OG Majora's Mask. That's pretty cool. Because I had like fucking... I had Gex 64. I had Super Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64. And I think Banjo-Kazooie. Although, I either don't know where they are anymore, or I just don't have them, or they don't work. But, I also didn't realize this until I started, like, you know, doing the sourware that Nintendo doesn't like, emulating that Gex. Because I grew up with European Gex, alright? The James Bond kind of esque Gex. Holy shit, you guys in America have a completely fucking different Gex. Like... He doesn't have any of the old English charm, you know? Like, what? It's so different. So different. Well, I'm actually not sure, Jordan, because your American fucking Gex had different voice lines throughout like the whole thing. It's so surreal to play them side by side. I might have to do that on a corruption stream one day, is to play both of the both versions of Gex, because the voices are strikingly different, which is weird because I know it's NTC and PAL, but like, or NTSC and PAL, but like, why have a completely different voice actor? But anyway, where the hell was they up to? Oh yeah, they were cupping the bowl of Doritos. Hang on. Whoa. Ah yes. I feel Beast's hand on the lower curve of my bowl of Doritos, delving forward to cup my... I forgot what I called this word. Ah, shit. Oh yeah, to cup my controller. Shock steals my breath and I look up at Gaeton. He uses his hold on my hips to rock against Beast's hand.
Just an appetizer.
For what? I spread my legs a little, and Beast pushes 3 fingers into the buttons on my controller, and then spreads my gamer sweat up and around my charging port. I'm soaked, and they've barely touched me in this situation. It's the situation, the fantasy, that has me shaking with need. Beast firms up his hand again, and Gaeton resumes moving me against his palm. It feels dirty, like they own me. I love it. I have no idea if anyone is watching them get me off right here at the bar, but I don't care. I want people to watch. I want Beast to yank up my dress so they can all see how sweaty I am, how aching. Plea. Sure, sparks. Gathering in my lower belly. I know the word was pleasure. I know, blame Katee Roberts for not fucking pressing the enter button and putting on a different line. What's weird is it does that for some words, but then other words she's like, I'll put a fucking dash in it. Why not? Why? Why not just have the whole word on the next line? Gaeton, please.
Please what?
He's speaking low, but the narrator didn't know that. The words meant just for me. What is wrong with me? I grip the front of his shirt, hanging on even as he uses me to grind the rail like in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 8 in that agonizingly slow rhythm that is about 15 seconds from sending me to the moon in my very own rocket ship. Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Why do I feel like you've doused me in gasoline and I might die if someone doesn't light a match? Wait, doesn't light a match? What?
Because we're the ones who will give it to you.
Gaeton doesn't touch me except where he holds my hips, but he surrounds me despite that.
Because the next time you...
What the fuck did I say this word was again?
Oh yeah, because the next time you drink a bottle of Mountain Dew, it'll be when you're gaming with whoever buys you a drink. Because we will it.
His lips brush my temple. What the fuck was... Oh man, it's so difficult because Katee Roberts doesn't use the Urban Dictionary word for come. She just says come. Like how you'd say somebody would be like, come over to my house. If somebody said that to Katee Roberts, she'd fucking splooge all over the place. Anyway.
Spill your gamer sweat all over Beast's hand, Isabell. Try to be quiet so no one knows that you're a little pug chap who couldn't wait to get somewhere private before riding her man's hand to the point of spilling her Mountain Dew.
I cling to him as I spill my bottle of Mountain Dew, clamping my lips together to keep my moans silent. Also, didn't specify which lips, so I wasn't really sure what to think there. Beast carefully removes his hand, and then Gaeton lifts me to sit on Beast's lap and nudges my legs together. Just like that. Gaeton's got his... Sorry. Gaeton's got his cocky grin in place. Not his rooster, not his controller, no, his cocky grin. Really nice way to phrase that he himself has got his cocky grin in place.
Did you say who she was talking to? Beast?
Beast bands an arm across my hips, holding me to him so tightly, it's almost uncomfortable. Do you often flirt with other men? Do you often flirt when other people are your... Do you often flirt with other people when your men are right here? I don't know why I couldn't get those words out of my mouth. Confusion flares, quickly followed by a delicious curl of shame that makes my controller pulse. Like I've stumbled across a grotto in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time while holding that fucking Vibro Stone. I forgot what it was called. Rumble Stone. Come on, brain, think of it. I know you can. You know, that stone that rumbles when you get close to a hole. Anyway. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. Stone of Agony. There you go. Thank you, Moby. Stone of Agony. Yes. That's the one. Stone of Agony. Fucking hell. I was testing you, Mopey. I was testing you just to see if you're up to date on your Ocarina of Time randomizers. Alright? Speaking of OOT, Mopey, have you gotten Ship of Harkinian? Have you been trying the randomizer in the Ship of Harkinian? I've heard it's equally as brutal, but has a cool item tracker. Sorry.
Didn't you, princess?
His lips brush past my strokes my ear. When I glance at the mirror angled above the bar, his eyes are cold and calculated.
Your controller was practically dripping with gamer sweat before you made it to the bar. Were you fantasizing about gaming with your new bro, Alaric?
Gaeton runs his hands up my thigh and pushes 2 blunt fingers into me.
Answer honestly.
Yes. Beast nips at my neck, making me jump, and I hit the ceiling. That's not all, though. You were flushed when you walked through the door. He winds the clockwork fucking kazooie in his hands. Just messing with the regular rando. I see. I gotcha. I take it you finish another cool run. Actually, that reminds me. I really want to do another fucking Paper Mario randomizer, but I need a whole day of not doing anything to do it. Edward Alric. Oh god. Oh god, Moby, no. Moby, no. I'm just gonna pretend he's Aladdin. He's Aladdin. When you walk through the door, he winds his free hand through my hair, tilting my head back. You were thinking about Aurora too, weren't you? I really like to just start sentences with the word I and have no follow-up. Aye, Captain. Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Gaeton gives me several rough pumps of his finger. Honestly, Isabell. His skin has gone flushed, like a toilet spiraling out of control, and I can't tell if he looks angry or turned on, like a light switch. Blink. Were you thinking about her pretty mouth all over your controller? You know, sucking your gamer sweat from the handles? Fantasizing about walking in here for our date while your knees are shaking from how hard she made you spill your Mountain Dew all over the place? Yes, okay, I was thinking about it. Into a multi-world? Oh shit, Mopey. I'll have to hit you up with dates when I'm free. Because currently I will be busy tomorrow, and actually I'll be busy the fucking rest of the week. Thursday, that's tomorrow, I will be able to give you a date for next week when I'll be free and not doing anything. So hopefully I can wake up early enough to do one, or stay up late enough to do one, whichever works for you guys. But I'll let you know my times for next week on Thursday, if I remind myself. I will do that. But I'd be down. I'd be down for sure. Anyway, he smoothly withdraws his fingers and nudges my knees together.
Thought so.
On the weekend work best for you? If on the weekend would work best for you, then you'll have to wait 1 week. Because I can guarantee you I don't do anything on Sunday. At least I shouldn't. Not this Sunday, because I actually got called in on Sunday, which is strange because the store is not open on Sunday and nobody works on Sunday. Oh my fucking god, I should have asked somebody while I was at work what I need to do on Sunday. Oh shit. Because I don't have the key to the store. I'm sure people just come in on Sunday. I've never been asked to work on Sunday before. It's such a weird day because granted, I get paid fucking shitloads because the store is supposed to be closed and nobody's supposed to work on Sunday, but fucking next Sunday I will be free, so I can either stay up late or wake up early on that Saturday/Sunday. Yes. If you wanted to play some Ocarina of Time. Speaking of, almost at the end of the chapter. Two controllers aren't good enough for you. Beast releases me and sets me carefully on my feet. I have tried playing Smash with 2 controllers before. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Sakurai can do it, but I can't. You wound us, princess. I tug my hem down a little. I can tell what's pretend and what's real. You told me. Beast's eyes flash, and it blinds me. I didn't know he had that power. Maybe that's why he's really important. We need him to blind Ursa. Mind the card. That's presiding command. Oh, sorry. That's the presiding command tonight. He leans in and brushes a kiss across my lips. But that doesn't mean you won't be punished for playing the little pog champ. Understanding dawns and then sets. A new layer they've offered me. To be wicked, yes. To be caught and punished. I smile up at him. I heart you. I could have used the word love, but I felt that was a little strong already because, you know, Gaeton is right here too. I turn that smile on Gaeton. I love you both. Gaeton looks away as if gathering himself from the broken pieces that I've left him in. From the floor, they're very tiny. He might step on them and get one stuck in his foot. Like Legos they are.
Then prove it by being good tonight.
Be good by being bad, or be bad to be good. Obey by disobeying. What am I saying? The conflicting feelings crash through me like a test dummy into a brick wall, sending my desire to new heights. I promise. You know, I like ad-libbing a couple of words every here and there. That's not a phrase. Aurora chooses that moment to walk up to the other side of the bar, and then jumps over it. It's like a high jump bar. I guess you could say it was on the house. You know, I need that fucking fucking whatchamacallit, that sound effect that I used to have on my soundboard, but it's not here anymore. Instead, I've got fucking Daimono singing oo-woos with Disturbed. I don't know why that's still on here, but it is. What the hell did Aurora say? Oh yeah.
Wanna learn to make the special?
She smiles at me. A hint of sin in those pink painted on lips. Wait, they're painted on? Sorry, I just said the word painted. Didn't use the word on.
First drinks on me.
On her. Chapter 21, believe it or not, is by Isabell. 3 times in a row. Dude, I fucking hate this character. Can we move somebody? Can we get somebody else going? Holy shit. Oh, this is a short as fuck chapter. Holy shit. It's only like 2 pages. Well, it's more like 4 pages, but it's still shorter than the other ones. I'll read this and then that'll be it for today. Because then, believe it or not, I would have made it to my goal of chapter 22. And then I only have fucking like a 1/8 of the book left. Anyway. Chapter 21. From Isabell's perspective, I glance at Beast and Gaeton for permission. Can I? Pretty please? I'm like a kid in a candy store, surrounded by lollipops, but I choose the... Hang on. Then you want to finish it today? I can't finish it today because I don't have the time to do it. In fact, I probably should be fucking off to bed pretty soon. But this chapter isn't too long. I won't finish it today, but next week for sure I will finish it. And then I can finally start on the good book that actually has some interesting plot building that isn't written by Katee Roberts. I can actually start on a good fanfic that doesn't involve Disney characters. It's not gonna fucking suss out any different IPs or anything. There's fuck all fucking, alright? It's actually pretty decent. Anyway. Moving on. Beast lowers his brows, but I know him well enough to see the heat lurking beneath the blue depths of his eyes. Be good, princess. I will. I promise. Little Sonic time? Oh, fuck. Don't tempt me, Moby. I might blast a little Sonic here and there. Another chapter going. I still should make a poll at, like, not which character you'd want to see me read, but which chapter you'd want to see me read. Because Little Sonic has a way with words, and I thought Katee Roberts had a magnum opus way with the English language, but Little Sonic is a pioneer of our time. All right, Little Sonic, a fantastic fanfic creator. I wonder what he's doing now. I hope he's learning English. That's probably pretty offensive. He already knows everything that needs to know about English. He's able to use past, present, and future tense in the same line of dialogue. He's amazing. He's a 4th dimensional being when it comes to the English language. Anyway. I'm sorry, I just can't comprehend a Little Sonic's writing. He's just too good for me. I'm both lying and not lying, and then I'm lying and then I'm also not lying again. And my body buzzes with anticipation from the stern of agony that I have hidden in my controller as I round the bar to take up the position next to Aurora. There isn't much room back here. The bar is more for show than it is for practice, so why would I come back here anyway? That was pointless. And it certainly wasn't created with more than one bartender in mind. So why did I jump the bar, you might ask? I don't know. We'll have to read to find out. We can't take a step without touching each other. Weird. And during a time of a global pandemic, we need a social distance. Why are we touching each other like this? Show me. Her smile is saucy and dazzling at the same time. First up, you need the glass. She points to a pair of spectacles on the shelf. She points at the shelves of glasses. Or spectacles, one or the other. Her arm brushing my bottles of Mountain Dew. Oops.
Oops. Oh, fuck. That's really hard to say oops. There you go, oops.
I have to do it in the middle of a sentence, otherwise it's really difficult to get the word out right. She backs me against the wall and reaches past me for several bottles of Mountain Dew, which are unlisted off the menu for some reason. Her cooler bag is brushing mine with each movement. I'm struck by the overwhelming desire to tug down her cooler bag and suck on her bottles of Mountain Dew that I can see faint outlines of against the fabric of the cooler bag. Let's not get that confused with anything. She clears her throat. Can you grab that top one? It's a little out of my reach, even though I'm literally taller than you. We switch positions, her back to the wall and mine to the bar. I shift my arms up to grab the bottle in question. She tugs my dress a little to the side and looks up. No, not that one, you fucking idiot. Her mouth closes around my... around the tip of my Mountain Dew bottle, and I jerk. Beast and Gaeton are right there, and if we move the slightest bit, they'll see exactly what she's doing to me. I love how she's writing this as though she doesn't want this, and yet she wants it, because that's what she wanted from the very beginning, and that it's not that she doesn't want this, it's that she knows that she wants this, she's getting it, and that she... fuck this. Anyway. She lifts her head a little. Sorry, wrong again. The first one was right. Actually, I just want you to keep grabbing glasses. Don't worry what I'm doing. Her tongue darts out to screw off the lid of the Mountain Dew bottle. She hurriedly pulls my... which is impressive, by the way. She pulls my dress back into place as I lower the bottle down. Holy poop. It feels like I'm in a fever dream. Aurora turns me around to the space, forcing us to plaster together. Oh, I thought I was gonna say plastic for a minute. I don't know why. Plaster together her front to my back. I'm expecting words that aren't there. She reaches around me to line up the ingredients. Now, start at this end and pour until I say stop. We then work down a line. A little of this, a little of that. Oh, sorry, she actually said that. That was not in my head. Then we work down the line. A little of this, a little of that. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay. My voice hardly starts before she says stop. My voice hardly sounds like my own. I look up and meet Beast's gaze as Aurora's hand drops to my thigh and curves inward until she's stroking my controller. Why would she do that? There is no game turned on right now, and it's not even plugged in. There is no way Beast can see exactly what she's doing from this position, except for the fact that her hand is clearly wrapped around the front of my body. Not with the bar in the way, but he can still see the fucking... But he's looking at me like he owns me, like he owns every second of this, because he does, and because he knows exactly what's happening even though I don't say that he does. Pour. Aurora murmurs in my ear. We don't want them to get suspicious, even though it's clearly obvious that I'm jacking you off under the bar stool. Sorry. I mean... She circles the tip of my charging port of the controller with soft strokes and barely there touches. You know, touches that are barely there. That's why I phrased them as barely there. Because they're barely there touches. That is not an adjective, Katee Roberts. That is not an adjective. Hold on. Is it an adjective? Hold on. I need to get a confirmation on this. Can I? This is a hyphenated word. Oh my god, it's real. It's fucking real. Jesus Christ. I think it's too intense for this. I think I need more intense music for this. Hang on. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I didn't know he made music for that. Okay, alright, hold on. Sorry, what's doing? Oh yeah, so the barely there, by the way. Apparently barely there is an actual adjective that you can use in front of things as long as it's hyphenated. Barely there. Barely there touches. Barely there. Because they're barely there. Now, there are so many other words that could be used. Whatever, anyway, hang on. Where the fuck was the barely there? I fucking lost my train of thought. Yeah, until she's stroking it with the barely there touches. Which somehow makes this 1,000 times hotter. Alright, let me kick the music up a notch. Okay, probably a bad start. Hang on. There we go, that's better. I pour the first liquid, something I can barely focus on until she says stop, almost immediately before I even started. Also, holy fuck, that was loud. As I lean forward for the next bottle, she pushes 2 fingers into my controller port. That's a bit strange. I fight down a moan and look up to find Gaeton watching me. He leans forward onto the bar, still not close enough to see Aurora finger gaming with me, but close enough that I'm fighting not to gasp, even though he can clearly see her wrist fucking going back and forth for some reason.
Is there a problem, Isabell? My drink is taking longer than usual and you're overfilling the Mountain Dew. It's pouring all over the bar table. What are you doing?
No. His gaze drops to the bar, and even though I know he can't see her hand beneath my dress, even though I want him to know that he can see the hand beneath my dress, he licks his lips. He looks. Gaeton looks like he doesn't want it to be enjoying this as much as he is. Your
hands are shaking.
Are they? Are they? Perhaps something inconspicuous is happening under the bar table that you don't know about, that clearly only I and Aurora know about, but it's just out of your field of vision, so you can't see what's actually happening to me. But I get off on the idea that you think you know what's actually happening to me, but you don't actually know, because what's actually happening here is something that you don't know about that's happening to me. They definitely are. Aurora is leisurely stroking the tips of her fingers against my gamer spot. That's why it's called the G spot, everybody, because it's the gamer spot. I managed to pour the second bottle until she tells me to stop, but I don't know if I'm going to make it through the next one. How many bottles does she have lined up? Is it an infinite amount? How long is the bar table? Are we sliding the bottles along? Are we moving down with the bottles? Is it a rotating bar stool? Is it like a sushi train of shot glasses? He sits back, half turned to Beast, half turned to me, knowing that he knows that I know that he knows. They speak in low voices, and I'm too distracted by what she's doing to focus on me. Echo Valerie, what a time to join. Going a little too fast for the fucking, the hot Mountain Dew part. But welcome to the stream. Aurora's lips are at my ear again. She moves back to my controller. Sorry, my charging port.
You're so full of gamer sweat, baby.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong voice. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, he made the ending too. I haven't heard all of Tim Follin's songs, by the way. You're too young for this. If Echo wants to know what gamers do on their night off, she's allowed to know. Alright. Sorry. You're so full of gamer sweat, gamer. I'm dying for a taste of your Mountain Dew. She takes the last bottle with her free hand and expertly finishes the Mountain Dew in one gulp. Do you think they're distracted enough that we can slip away for a minute? Or do you think they know that I know what they know that they're doing to you? I turn my head enough to see the mischief sparking in her dark eyes. This is all pretend, and Aurora is enjoying the hell out of it. Pretend? Is it pretend, or is it for real? I don't know. Maybe they think that I know that it's pretend, but I know that they know that it's real. I lick my lips, clinging to my roll, even as I grip my lips to lick my grip. Sorry, Dr. Seuss, I wasn't ready for that one. As I grip the counter to fight to ride her fingers. I shouldn't. I'm supposed to be good. I'll make you feel good. She gives my charging port another stroke for some reason, almost slipping Mountain Dew into the hole. She brushes the grip. She strokes the grip's brushes with licks that her lips strokes brushes. I turn in her arms and she has to stop playing with my controller to allow it. I'm drenched in gamer sweat, drugged on chicken dinners, and need the knowledge that I'm doing exactly what I was told. That drink is on you? She grins. It's all over her. She's covered head to toe in Mountain Dew. She poured another bottle all over herself while I wasn't looking while she was playing with my controller. Consider it me buying it for you. Aurora shoots a look to where Beast and Gaeton have their heads close together as if they don't know what I'm doing, but they know that I'm doing what they're doing. They seem entirely wrapped up in each other, and for a moment, that distracts me enough that I pause the video game that I was playing. Sorry, that she just pauses. If Gaeton turned his head a little, they'd be kissing. Gaeton and Beast sitting in a tree. KISSING. But that would never happen. They're my gays. My body gives me another pulse at the thought. Thinking about them as my queers. Still, I hesitate, even though I want what happens more than anything. I don't know. Aurora leans up until she's pressed against me, her thigh sliding between mine and rubbing against me. The use of the word against me happening twice in the same sentence? Mind-blowing. I love this book. Baby, sorry, gamer. I need your controller. We're gonna go play some Mario Kart. I feel how sweaty I made you, and and it makes me crazy. Like the game of Crazy Taxi. I need to worship your perfect bottles of Mountain Dew. And I need you to spray it all over my face. She lifts a little, grinding me down against her thigh. I'm good. I can make it quick. I'm a speedrunner. She nips my earlobe. No one has to know. No one has to know? I repeat, nodding. No one has to know. No one has to know? I repeat, nodding. No one has to know. This way. She takes my hand and leads me to a narrow door tucked back behind the shelves. She has a GameCube set up here with 2 controllers and Mario Kart Double Dash plugged in ready to go. I might laugh if I wasn't a gamer, but clearly I love Mario Kart Double Dash and I'm so excited to play on this new state-of-the-art system. If I could draw enough breath. She's speedrunning. She's speedrunning, alright. Apparently, I'm not the only one who fantasizes about gaming on Mario Kart Double Dash. The door Aurora drags me through leads to a tiny supply closet filled with video games and antique figurines that I absolutely love. She's got amiibos in here too. I barely get the chance to marvel at the DC universe she has inside here that is legitimately filled with nothing but amiibos supplied from Nintendo. Before Aurora shuts the door and completely pushes me against the wall that opens up to her gamer cave. She kisses me like she needs this as much as I do. But how will this help us get good at video games? I ask. As if maybe this is real and I'm hooking up with the pretty bartender while my boyfriends drink a few feet away. She tastes something sweet and I sink into the kiss. I cup her bottles of Mountain Dew, but they're not cold enough just yet, so I tug down her cooler bag to cover them back up. She's so soft, and the way she sighs against my mouth makes me go crazy taxi. I yell that out loud for some reason. So wrong, so right. God, I love Crazy Taxi. I can't stop. I don't want to stop. I kiss her harder. I run my hands down her bowl of Doritos to take a dip beneath her guacamole. And she's even as she's undoing the top of my cooler bag to squeeze her bowl of Doritos, and then I reach for the chip in the deepest recesses of the bowl and stroke her controller from behind the bowl, which is very unheard of technique, but it happens. Fucking hell. She's so full of gamer sweat. Holy poop, she's so full of gamer sweat. Aurora. Fucking dying. It's the perfect reach around. It's the reach around when you reach around on the couch past the bowl of Doritos for the TV remote. It's like that kind of reach around. Have you heard about Gamer Goo before? Yes, that's how Gooigi was made. Gooigi was made with all the gamer goo from the harvested tears of Nintendo fans throughout the years. I've been made well aware of Gamer Goo, Mopey. I love it. I love this stuff. It's so good. This is the point of the stream where I'm losing my fucking marbles. I've been reading this book for too long now. Aurora yanks down my cooler bag, wasting no time to get to my bottles of Mountain Dew, screwing off the tops of the lids and leaving little love bites on the curves of the bottles for some fucking reason. I have to let go of her bowl of Doritos, but I instantly reach between her couch cushions to touch her controller. She pauses for a second as I slide my finger into her charging port, which is just big enough for my pinky finger to fit in. Really weird. You feel... Wait, hang on. Who's saying this? Who's talking? Wait. Okay. You feel so good. You're such a dirty little pog champ. You're a goddamn delight. She cups my bottles of Mountain Dew together as I work her, and it doesn't matter that I'm fumbling, like just fumbling the bottle all over the place, barely being able to catch it. It almost hits the floor, but I catch it just in time because I'm an expert at this kind of stuff. But I'm not an expert at this, and she's riding my hand. The rise in the song for that was not well timed. Constantly filling bowl of Doritos. It's an endless supply of Doritos. Be careful, Mopey. If you turn that bowl upside down, alright, you'll fill the room with Doritos. So be very careful with that bowl. The pinky finger. The very delicate pinky thing. The pinky finger. Oh my god. I might have just skimmed right a little bit. Holy fuck. That feels so good. I just got the mushroom in Mario Kart Double Dash. She shoves my cooler bag around my waist. Weird. Didn't see that one coming. Apparently it's big enough for me to fit inside. It feels better because we're not supposed to. But we're actually kind of supposed to because it was written on a little card. And they don't know that it's supposed to. But is it, like, do they know that I know that you know that they know that you know? Or should I know that they know that you know that I know that we know? I know. I wish I was making that shit up, but the next words were I know. I can feel her controller clenching around me. It's one of those newfangled Wiimote attachments. And I push a second finger inside the nunchuck hole. Now, it's my time to whisper into her ear, and it's time for me to whisper into her ear. How did you get a Wiimote to work on a GameCube? She pauses for a moment, but then I continue my thought. When I walked in here and saw you behind the bar, I wanted this from the second I saw you. Katie is a master wordsmith. A real pioneer, Moby. She practically invented the English language. She's stroking my controller again as she exhales against my Mountain Dew bottle. You wanted what, gamer? Tell me. We should be going fast. We should be speedrunning. Why aren't we speedrunning? We should be hurrying. You know, like Green Snow Dog. But we're both slowed down. It's as if we can't get enough of each other. We're never gonna make it to Game Zone quick at this rate. Even knowing the clock is ticking. We're getting caught. We're caught. Just like that guy who played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and used a spliced run instead. We're gonna be caught red-handed. As if we don't care because the pleasure we give each other is our only aim. The pleasure of a job well done, a completion screen. The credits is what we're aiming for. I want your mouth on my controller. I want you to suck off all that gamer sweat. I want you to make me spill my bottle of Mountain Dew. I will. Hurry. This is a speed run. The timer starts now. We're just getting a $5 donation from GDQ saying not to infringe on their rights. We understand. The word sounds strangled. Hurry, before they miss me, and they'll notice we're gone, and they don't have any drinks. They're no longer called quickies and speedruns. That's how, Moby, that's how gamers do it. Alright. That's how gamers speedrun. The fucking whistle, slide whistle in this song is killing me. Sorry. Cannot look at a speedrun the same ever again. And you know what's funny about that? Recently, I've been watching a Satisfactory speedrun. And man, when you take those words out of context, a Satisfactory speedrun in this context, a speedrun to completion, so to speak. Fuck. Sorry. She doesn't hurry. Oh, she's fucking never gonna make a GDQ. Fuck. She drags her tongue over one bottle. Sorry, one Mountain Dew cap and then the other, licking the insides of the screw-on lid, just tasting the Mountain Dew. What will they do if they catch us? Aurora hits her knees and then slaps her donkey. And urges me back to a box. And urges me back to a box. That's the perfect height for what we're about to do. We're gonna sit in the cardboard box and play video games. You've heard of Fortnite. We're making our own pillow fort, our own little cardboard fort. We've got a bag of Doritos and an unlimited supply of Mountain Dew to keep us going all night. I sit on it and spread my legs wide, which isn't usually how you start making a pillow fort, but in this case it's a little different because we're speedrunning. Babe, where do you want me to conclude? Is this the end game? Are we in the credit sequence? Could you imagine, in quotation marks, if there were like fucking GDQ callouts during a speed run? Like on top of your thing is like, babe, where do you want me to conclude? We just got a $10,000 donation from the Yeti saying, you guys will kick cancer's butt. I want it all over me. Finish the speedrun. Get you to get there right now. You gotta get that gold split. Just like a couple other splits that are gonna happen. Fucking hell. Oh, you're wasting a couple frames there, mate. Yeah, losing a couple frames. Imagine fucking perfecting it to the point where you have to keep a timer going. Getting your splits. You know what? You know exactly what moment to hit the button for your splits as well. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Just submit that run to fucking SGDQ. See how that goes. Good lord. Anyway, fuck. Who are they doing splits? Oh yeah, she runs quickly because it's a speed run. Her soft hands up my thighs and pushes them wider yet, creating what someone would call a split. Perhaps this is the first split of our speed run. What will they do if they come in here and my tongue is on your controller? Have they already licked it? Am I gonna taste their gamer sweat on your controller? Have they held it? When you look up and keep riding my face, even though they're watching because you're so close, you can't stop. Because we're right at the end of the speedrun. I don't care. I need you to make me conclude. I am dying. I am dying. I fucking can't handle this. The book actually finally got to a sexy scene after like 18 chapters of fucking nothing. I'm just joking. It was like 2 chapters. But, good lord. How much more is there of this chapter before I can sleep peacefully? Okay, 2 more pages. Baby. Sorry, gamer. I'm going to take care of you. Don't you worry. We're totally going to GDQ. She dips her head, and then her mouth is on me, and holy PogChamp! It feels good. In the low light of the storage room, I can see that she's left pink lipstick all over me. A clear mark of what we've been up to, even if we walked out of here without getting caught for cheating in the speedrun. So much Mountain Dew. It's the sponsor of the underworld. Like, Hades, has specifically ordered an unlimited supply of Mountain Dew to fill the entire, like, fucking BDSM club with it. Oh, sorry, the LAN part, the gamer room, oh my god, they actually are in GDQ. They're all speedrunning. Everybody's speedrunning in the club. Oh my god. They're gonna get cavities if they don't brush. There's too much sugar in all this Mountain Dew. Plus the caffeine. Oh my god. Sorry, holy PogChamp, right. That's when I realized that this box isn't a box. It's actually facing the door. If someone opens it, there's no chance at hiding. No time to do anything, but have them witness everything. I reach down behind me and brace myself as if I'm gonna, what am I saying? As if, holy shit, I'd reach down as if to brace myself from falling over. Don't stop. Please don't stop. You're so close to the credits. I can almost say time. I'm not going to stop. She gives my charging port a playful lick, and she gets a jolt of electricity because the batteries are still charged. You taste like battery acid. Sorry, you taste too good. The door is ripped open, and suddenly, who saw this coming? The door is suddenly ripped open off its hinges and flown across the room. And suddenly, Beast and this song does not fit this scene. Especially with the cheesy Doritos. They're getting that fucking like Cheetos dust and Doritos dust all over the room. They're spilling guacamole all over their bloody holies. Anyway, the door is ripped open, and suddenly Beast and Gaeton are there. I startle, but Aurora has me held too tightly to jump up. She doesn't stop, doesn't move, just keeps licking me as Beast and Gaeton glare. They gaze. They might even use a leer or a mean look. If anything, she slows down further, drawing this out, sending my pleasure spiraling with shame. I also forgot, after I said glare, I should have said that she was paralyzed with fear and had to use a paralyze heal to get out of it. Almost as if she was paralyzed sitting on top of Aurora, similar to a Moltres sitting on top of a trainer while she was paralyzed. I've seen that meme before. I've seen that before. Anyway. I can't stop, she whispers, but the narrator didn't know that, so she said it out loud with her mouth full of controller. Her brown eyes are on mine. I glance at the men, then down at her, then at the men, then at the Old Spice commercial again. Don't stop. I whisper back, but again the narrator didn't read ahead, so I said it out loud to the men as well. Beast makes a tisking sound, which is kind of strange that it wasn't voiced. We asked one thing of her, Gaeton. One simple thing. And she couldn't even do that. It's almost as if we knew that she knew that we knew that she would do this. But I bet she thought that we didn't know that we thought that she knew that she was gonna do this. Gaeton lowers at us from the doorway, but there's no mistaking the... Oh, what the fuck would you call this? It tastes like battery acid with all that Mountain Dew. Fuck. What is something you would put your controller on? A soda can? No, I mean, maybe. I could use the word tripod. That's a little too on the nose. But there's no mistaking the desk pressing against his slacks. Alright, that works, I guess. Through the TV. His gaze. His gaze! What? Rests on Aurora's face between my thighs. What is his gaze doing there? Touching my bare bottles of Mountain Dew, skating down Aurora's back, and then back to her bowl of Doritos. There's clearly no mistaking exactly how much of a willing participant I am. Her dress is weighted up around her waist, the same as mine. He clearly is a true gamer if he's eyeing the Mountain Dew and the bowl of Doritos. He knows exactly what he wants. He wants to game hard. He wants to do a hardcore speed run. He wants to play Hollow Knight with one life. What was his voice again?
Is this what you call being good, Isabell?
I'm sorry. I say it again, but I'm lifting my hips to meet Aurora's tongue, as if ignoring what he's actually saying to me. Beast slides into the small spot between the box and the wall, basically a rock and a hard place, quite literally a hard place, and grabs my hand and pins them to the box. That's a little dangerous, hopefully that didn't hurt. We caught you, and you're still riding her mouth. You're close to coming over to my place to play more video games, aren't you? Knowing that we asked you to be good, and you didn't last 10 minutes before you were here with Aurora's tongue all over you. This feels like a bad porno. Like, it feels so bad to read this, and I know I'm breaking character real fast. Hard mode activate. Like, this is, this is the equivalent of somebody clicking onto a video and being like, I'm the pizza delivery guy. I brought you your pizza. That'll be $5.95. And they're like, I've got no change. How else can I pay you? Well, now that you've mentioned it, I see you've got a vintage console over there. A Mario Kart game console. I've never seen one of those before with my bare eyes. But, no, like, you don't say. Like, I think what kills it is the, this is sidetracking from the book at hand, but, I think what kills it is the fact that the context. Most gamer runs are. It was more believable with the Hades and Hercules one because, like, they both knew what they wanted. They did exactly that. For the whole book, it was exactly what you'd expect, what you were getting into. With this one, it's the role that Isabell plays that fucking takes me out of it and kills me. Because you've got this girl who literally wants to fuck these two men and will do anything for these two men. Will literally fuck them, marry them, do whatever the fuck they want to her. It's all in the ballpark, but she doesn't want that. She wants them to know that she doesn't want that. So she wants to like play the game of not wanting it, but simultaneously wanting it, which just leaves really confusing and odd. And it's like we're fucking playing a shitty game, quite literally. But because like they know that she knows that she wants this, but they have to pretend that she doesn't know that they know. Like, holy fuck. And like, this has been going on for the whole book. Like, in almost 90% of all the scenes, it's been like, I don't want this. I secretly want this, but I can't say that I want this, but I really want this. But I can't say that I really want this. And then it's like Gaeton is like, I know that she wants this. She knows that she wants this. It's written all over her face that she wants this, but she keeps saying she doesn't want this. Yet she knows that she wants this and has said previously before that she wants this, but doesn't exactly want this. Like, fucking hell. Like, they've already moved past this point. They've already, like, the climax has already happened in like chapter 10. All right. And it's still going. Back to the book to fire. Fucking, I just, like, this is why I hope Katee Roberts watches these streams, because I know this book was not proofread, and I know this smut was just churned out faster than a speed run at GDQ, but my god. Because here's the thing, I know why this scene exists. I know why it's happening the way it's happening. It's happening to add some variety, because she can't do this scene. Katee Roberts can't write this part of the book while keeping it, like, enticing for the character. Like, she can't write a bar scene where the bartender fucks the girl if, like, even though she wants that, she can't say that she wants, oh, this is fucking confusing. It's like multiple layers. She needs to add some variety into her book. She needs to put a new scene in, but it can't complicate anything that has already previously been established. Like, Isabell wants these two men. She wants nothing more than these two men. Yet, she wants to be put in a situation where all of her fantasies come to life. Make more of a cohesive story. You're not wrong, Moby. I feel like my fucking gamer talk is hitting harder than the actual book itself. Exactly, Echo, exactly. Like, Jesus. Like, I feel like there's a way to write this. This is why I'm so excited for the next book, because it's not by Katee Roberts, and it's actually written by a real human being, and it's pretty, well, actually two human beings, and it's really decent. I'm excited for that. Okay, it's not as, it has a little more thought put into it than just like Disney smut fanfic for the sake of money. And I don't want to say that Katee Roberts was doing this just for the money, because apparently she's New York Times best-selling author out of the 400 books she's published, this being one of them. But just saying, just putting it out there that maybe this wasn't really thought through more than once. I thought this was just kind of written on the fly, you know, with no proofreading at all. Anyway, who's coming? Oh yeah. He glances at Aurora, then glances back at me, then glances at the old spice ad, who can't quite hide her glee. Don't think we've missed your role in all this. She sits back on her heels a tiny amount. You mean my role, where I was about to make your girlfriend spray Mountain Dew harder than either of you ever could? I was gonna shake up her bottle and then open up the cap, and there would just be Mountain Dew all over the walls of this box. Beast blinks, actual surprise on his face before he locks down. You're not serious, are you? You could really do that? If you shake up the bottle beforehand? You can do it with a little pack of Mentos as well if you want to try that. No way. Yes way. You can really do it. Try it right now. Look, here's some Mentos. Here's a bottle of Mountain Dew. Go for it. Oh my god. Beast puts the Mentos into the bottle of Mountain Dew, then quickly closes the lid. Oh, it's working. It's working. Oh, Isabell, look, it's building up. I think the bottle's going to explode. To my amazement, Beast looks as giddy as a small child. I can't believe he's actually getting excited about Mountain Dew and a piece of Mentos. What do you think, Beast? Look at it. It's leaking out from the top of the bottle. It's covering your hands. I can't believe you were right, Aurora. This is unbelievable. And to think, I caught you two gamers here slacking off in the janitor's closet. You and your DSs. Playing Pokemon in here? You guys just a bunch of rascals. Anyway, hey, Gaeton. Let's head back to the bar. I think our drinks are getting cold. I mean warm. I mean flat.
Well, Beast, if they're that flat, why not just drop a piece of Mentos into them? Look, it clearly worked for the Mountain Dew. I think it'll work for our drinks as well.
Oh shit. That's a good idea, Gaeton. Let's go try that right now.
That's fine. You guys can keep the box of Mentos. I don't need it. That's fine.
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. She holds his gaze. How is she holding two grown men? And drags the flat of her tongue over my controller.
Are you offering?
Sorry. They didn't know about Mentos. They didn't know, Mopey. They didn't know. Sorry, I'm looking at like a waveform of a Tim Follin song. Holy shit. Yeah, the music was getting a little too intense. I actually don't know if Mentos works with every soft drink, and I don't know why it works with cola. I thought it was because of the carbonation. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. The music is hitting its climax. Is there a music speedrun? Can someone speedrun music? Alright. Hold on. They're gaming. Hang on. He sifts his fingers through her hair. And I'm actually gonna change it back to the fucking, the Xenoblade shit. We're dying down. Through her hair and shakes his head slowly, and then quickly, and then almost violently. Quick, it might fall off if he keeps going. Who's talking? Actually, he just said he sifts. Who's he? Oh, there's only one woman for us, even if she's determined to game with everyone here, or to game with everyone who will have her. He tightens his grip and almost breaks the Mountain Dew bottle. He guides his face back to my controller. Finish what you started. You think you can have her spray her Mountain Dew harder than either of us? Prove it. I want to see that bottle shaken up so badly. It sprays all over the walls. Happily, she murmurs, against my skin, but the narrator didn't realize that, so she just yelled it at full force into my controller. It's a good thing my controller has the microphone attachment on it, because we were playing Hey You Pikachu a minute ago. And then she starts licking me again, this time with Beast holding me down, and Gaeton just watching, just creeping. It was hot before, knowing we'd be caught, knowing it was the exact purpose for this scene. It's 1,000 times hotter now because there's no fan in here, and the aircon doesn't reach the janitor closet. While they watch with agony, I saw the word stone and I was like, shit man, it's my time to shine. While they watch with the stone of agony of disapproval, while she eats me out. The shame of it curls my toes and arches, it's getting late, and arches my back. I try to hold out, to make this moment last as long as possible, but it's too good. I'm such an avid gamer, I know exactly what she's feeling right now. Beast's hand covers my mouth as I spray my bottle of Mountain Dew, his rough voice in my ear. So, it's like that. You want everyone to know she's got her tongue all over your controller, and you in here.
Do you want to make a scene, Isabell? Come on, say it. You want to make a scene? I bet you want to make a scene, but we're not going to do it until you say that you want to do it, because we know that you want to do it.
Gaeton sounds downright ominous, almost as if he knows that I know, that they know that I know that I want to make a scene.
Then we're gonna make a big LAN party, and we're gonna invite everyone, even Ursula. You know, the sea witch.
Which he is he. I love that Katee Roberts, when starting a new sentence, just puts he. With no context to who was talking before, or if it's a different person or not. Just he. All right. That's good. That's good. Really makes it easy on the person reading this out loud. Yelling in the cat. God, Moby, what is that even a quote from? What episode was that? What episode was that? Oh my god. Jesus. Aurora lets out a little Shrek. That's a bit weird. Where's Fiora? No, I said shriek, I'm kidding. As he hooks her around the waist and drags her off of me. Then he's gone, disappearing through the door like a ghost. I blink. I can't believe what I just saw. I'm sorry? Was he a poltergeist the whole time? Is he really here? Did he just walk through that door? No, you're not. You're not going crazy. I saw that too. It's a bit weird. Gaeton, I think you have some explaining to do. That didn't happen. This is what you wanted. He hesitates and leans back a little. Some of the coldness leaching out from his expression. You can use the word bleeding again, Katee Robert. You used it 8 times before. You can use the word bleeding one more time. You good? Did I think I could love him more? His checking in only boosts the feelings higher. Someplace even higher. Rem Lazar. I draw a breath so he knows I'm actually thinking that he knows that I'm also thinking about it instead of just responding, and nod. I'm good. Remember your safe word. What was my safe word again? I kind of forgot. Oh, was it? Ah, it was candlestick. That's right. It was mentioned in chapter 2. You didn't forget chapter 2, did you? Because it's the only time you mentioned your safe word. His grin is quicksilver, like a speed run almost. There and gone in an instant, straight to the credit scene, a wrong whoop, some might say, replaced by the coldness coming in from the frames that he skipped to associate with his kink play. What a strange name to call Link in the Legend of Zelda game. He hauls me off to the box, by my arm, not giving me a chance to fix my dress. It's bunched around my middle, exposing me from the waist down and ribs up. And, lamb chops aside, there is no mistaking what I've been up to. Beast drags me out and into the bar. It hurt. It's a solid steel bar. I have expected everyone to point and laugh at the fact that he just threw me into a bar. But, no. They're all here, all pointing and laughing, watching, with varying degrees of delight, Turkish delight perhaps, as Gaeton strips off Aurora's dress and plants her onto the bar, into a pile of potting mix, almost. He points at me and says that famous line from Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Get over here.
Just like a true gamer, my man. As candlestick. That's that nice safe word. Candlestick. That was during OOT. Oh my god. Mention it every 2 seconds. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's like, what's your safe word? Cerberus. Why is it Cerberus? Please elaborate. My safe word is Olympus. Why is it Olympus? Some might say. And I also realized, now that I know how this book works, Olympus, Mount motherfucking Olympus, is just a district in Kavar City. Like, it's only like 10 blocks down the road. That's how Zeus was able to come by so fast. I thought when he was calling up Hercules, he's like, son, you've really disappointed me today. I have to drive all the way down from my home on Mount Olympus to come rescue your fucking ass. And like, no, he just had to go down like a couple of blocks. Like, it wasn't even that far at all. Delirious during those episodes. I love the fucking Game Grumps episodes, or the sessions, I should say, that go on for too long, and they start getting loopy, and just start fucking going mentally insane. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite episodes. I love them. blood and death. So much blood. Sorry, he said the
Get over here.
as if I have any choice. But, unfortunately, I didn't pick Sub-Zero in this outcome. Beast half carries me to stand next to the bar, and strips off my dress too. Which, I mean, sure, I guess. I have half a second to feel self-conscious, but then the desire takes hold. I watch Gaeton cage Aurora's throat casually. Define that, please. What is happening? As if he's done it 1,000 times before, and guide her down onto her back on the bar. Yes. Just like that. Fucking Lou just came into my mind then. Just like that. Do the Mario. I can imagine them gaming her small body holding his big controller, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I blink again. I'm traveling through time like Tracer. Why do I keep blinking? What are you thinking about, princess? Beast murmurs in my ear, but he said it really loudly so the entire room heard because the narrator didn't realize he was murmuring. It doesn't even occur to me to lie. That the thought of your princess being in another castle, haha. Oh, sorry, about her gaming with either of you, both of you. It's hot as HE double hockey sticks, as the 9th pit of hell. He pulls back and gives me a long look. Are you, sure? Yes. Again, no hesitation, no lies, just a truth that I've discovered and feels strange and new and a little wonderful. How many times can we use the word "and" in one sentence? And he nods. We'll discuss it another time. Specifically episode 29. I will research that later. Thank you, Moby. You know, because I need to get some more material for this book. Then lifts me onto the bar and sets me right between Aurora's gold split in a speedrun. He grabs the back of my neck and forces me down to where her controller is dripping with gamer sweat and pink Mountain Dew. She's got that watermelon flavored Mountain Dew, or is it Mountain Dew Code Red? I don't know. It's one of the two. But I was never a big fan of Mountain Dew Code Red. But it is pretty enough that my mouth waters with the taste. No, I'm actually going to leave it at my mouth waters. Lick her controller, princess. Make her spill so much Mountain Dew that we might lighten the punishment on you that you so richly deserve. I lick my lips. Yes, sir. That's the end. The chapter 22 is by Beast, so look forward to his perspective on the fact that he is the bystander in this. Wow, I may be breezing through the next couple of chapters, just skim reading some of the pages, and holy shit, this, oh my, whoa. Who is Zuriel? Hold the fucking phone. Olympus is involved as well, by the way. They somehow get to Olympus. What the fuck? I was about to say the next several chapters are just filled with straight gaming. All right, it's gaming, and then a word caught my eye, which was Olympus, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That ain't right. You're telling me the Disney Cinematic Universe travels through fucking Olympus again? A second time? With completely unrelated characters? What? Fucking hell. And again. At least they're getting some water. Just like I should right now. I need to get some water after that. That was a big gaming session that they had. Hot damn. I don't even know if any video games were really played during there. Maybe I should change it up a little bit. Maybe I should have them playing Mario Party again. Because I can do the Fortnite dancing enough. But hot damn, this book fucking kills me, man. Fucking kills me.